Blessings, divine radiance. How are you? How are you? Okay, listen, I am not at home, but we gonna make this happen. The lighting is a little wonky. Can we brighten it up? Let's see. How are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Let's push this back some. So we are able, let's see. So we are able, there we go. The lighting is so wonky, y'all. I literally feel like turning it around this whole desk, but we just gonna roll with it, you guys. So you guys know, most of you know that I am moving, right? I'm moving and I am in limbo right now. That's a little better. It's a little better. I'm in limbo right now. So my lighting and all that's not with me, but we here. We gonna make it happen. Who's on with me right now? Let me know. I'm gonna get us logged in over on this other platform. Hey, Anitra, how are you? I'm gonna get us logged in on this other platform. And there's something that I just learned, you guys. So when you're on that other platform I'm about to log on to, if you're live and you're saying like another platform, they'll shut your live off. So they getting serious with it. Who else is on? Welcome, welcome. Leave me a comment. Let me know you're here. And again, I apologize for the lighting. Let me see if I can make some light. Let's see, let's see. Let's see. Does that help a little bit, maybe? It helps a little bit, right? Yeah, it does. Just a little bit. Are you guys ready for Empower Hour? Because I am, y'all. I am. I have a few things to share with you, but I'm ready for Empower Hour. At first it was like everything that's going on. Hi, Daryl. How are you? Thank you so much. I'm sending you peace, love, and harmony, and justice and truth as well. Thank you. At first, it was like, I was getting the question, are you still going live with everything that's going on? I'm like, yes. This is our party time. This is our unwind time. So, yes, I know, I know. It's because of the desk. This desk is really low. And so in order for me to be up at the desk, and then yeah, it's just y'all, we just gotta bear with what we got right now. I'm not at home. So this is what we got. This is what we got. Let's see. Let me get on over here. Um, how are you all feeling today? What's going on in your world? What is going on in your world? Awesome. I'm excited. Let's see. We're just going to let people have an opportunity to roll on in. A couple of people just got on. Leave a comment. Welcome. Let me know who you are. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's see. Here we go. When I said that, I just heard Stairway. Here we go. That played in my head. Okay, here we are. There we go. So, yeah, this is better, right? Sitting back a little bit. Okay, so hi Trisha, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I was just explaining I'm not at home, so the setup's a little wonky, but we're here and I'm grateful that you all are here too. So let's go ahead and start off with our breathing. Let's go ahead and do that while we allow others to come in and join us, okay? So what I'd like you to do is just close your eyes, get comfortable and relaxed, and just take some slow, deep breaths, inhaling slowly through your nose and exhaling slowly out your mouth. And just allow your energy to become calm and relaxed. And as you're inhaling slow and deep through your nose, just allow yourself to be breathing in love, light, and healing energy. And with every exhale, allow yourself to release all that's not serving you. Okay. And as you're breathing, I'm going to be sending you divine source energy healing. I'm going to send it to your heart and your solar plexus, but the energy is very intelligent, so it will go wherever your soul requires it to go. Okay. Just go ahead and continue breathing. And as you do, I call in highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, helpful companions, all of highest light and love. I call on you now and I thank you for filling this space. I thank you for using me as a vessel of highest light and love to deliver whatever message is for whomever is watching today. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, and so it is. So just go ahead and bring your attention to your crown chakra located at the top of your head. And just go ahead and give your crown chakra permission to open. Opening your crown chakra now, allow yourself to feel love and healing energy pouring in through your crown. And just feel that energy as it travels down to your third eye, extending out to your ear chakras. Feel it traveling down to your throat chakra and your heart chakra. Feel it traveling down to your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root. And then just feel that energy as it travels down your thighs, your legs, your ankles, your feet. And notice that the soles of your feet may feel a tingling sensation. Just go ahead and give your soul chakras permission to open and just allow roots to grow from the soles of your feet, penetrating whatever surface your feet are resting on, connecting you to the center of Mother Earth, connecting to her heartbeat. Just pause for a moment and send her love and gratitude for all she does. And then just feel her energy travel up through those roots, traveling up through the soles of your feet, up your legs, your thighs, into your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your ear chakras, your third eye, and up and out your crown. And just allow that energy to float up to your highest source of power. Just find where that is in the cosmos. Allow the two energies to intertwine and then feel it come back in through your crown and disperse throughout your entire cellular being. Setting the intention with every inhale, you'll continue to heal. And with every exhale, you'll continue to release all that's no longer serving you. And so it is. And so it is. So tell me, how are you all feeling after doing that quick grounding exercise? That's what we just did, a really quick grounding exercise. Hey, Pat. Welcome. Hey, Mom. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for being here. Okay, so you guys may have noticed that there's no horoscope videos that were recorded for this month, right? Over on this platform. Now, y'all that are over here, follow me, okay? Can't mention no other platforms, just follow along, right? But, anyways, I've been guided to start doing guided meditations with healing energy and with a hypnotic component. And you'll notice I'm still posting the reels, right? The reels are still being posted, and those are happening more frequent than like the horoscopes. But we can go live and do horoscopes sometimes. So give me your feedback. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Wednesday Live and Power Hour is going to always be the first Wednesday of the month at 5 p.m. Eastern, unless Spirit guides me someplace else. But we're not going to be doing the horoscopes in the same way, and we're not going to be doing Monday Money Message. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Hey, Stephanie, you know what? I recognized you today before I even saw you put your name in parentheses. So, but thank you, because, a few times I was like, wait, who is that? So, yes, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here, Zora the Alchemist and Mrs. Anders. Thank you so much, Magdalene. Thank you. So let me know how you guys feel. Let's go ahead and get into the messages from Spirit, okay? Let's see what Spirit has in store for us. What do you have for us today, Spirit? What message would you like to deliver to the collective that is going to assist us all on our journey of healing and elevation? Observe. We got the observe card. So what I'm receiving is, it's not enough to be in action. You're also being required to observe, not just observing those things around you, but also observing the things within you, right? Your own belief systems, your own fears, I'm hearing your pauses, right? It's time for you to observe yourself, right? Because until you have an understanding of who you are and what makes you tick or what makes you pause, it's going to be really difficult to get to your next level, right? And as I'm saying that, there was something that came up the other day. I was talking to my sister-in-law Anitra, and we all go through this part of our journey where sometimes we just feel like, can I just go back? Like, can I just pause and can I go back to, when ignorance was bliss and just be my normal self, right? And the thing that came up was, spirituality is you simply being you, right? Now let's talk about what that means. Oftentimes, when we decide to dedicate our lives to God, or we decide to dedicate our lives to the light, or dedicate our lives to whatever highest source of power that we connect ourselves with, We oftentimes place this responsibility on ourselves to be a certain way, right? To do certain things, right? And when you're simply being you, that is spirituality, right? We're being called to release the constraints that we put on ourselves that makes this journey feel like pressure or makes this journey feel like work. Some of it is past programming, right? That we have received our entire lives that have been passed on from generation to generation. Some of it is what we've observed and we think that's the way to do it, right? There's no right or wrong in life, right? It just is. So there's no right or wrong on how you live your journey. You get to choose simply by being your beautiful, divine, high vibe self. That is spirituality. So if you're going through that phase that we've all gone through or all will go through on your journey, or you're putting that pressure on yourself, stop it, right? And that's one of the things you're being called to observe. How are you showing up on your journey, and what expectations have you placed on yourself on this journey? Right? I just keep hearing, stop it. Spirit keeps saying, stop it. Right? This journey is to be lived from a place of joy. One of the reasons why we get taught to put so much pressure on us as it relates to this journey is because anything that feels like work, or anything that feels tedious, or anything that doesn't bring us joy, anything we're doing out of obligation, it doesn't feel good. Right? And anything that doesn't feel good lowers our frequency when we're doing it. And when our frequency is lowered, you guys know what that means, right? It means that we're no longer in control of creating our reality. And when we're no longer in control, we're now open to being controlled, right? This doesn't just end with your spirituality, it ends with everything, your friendships, right? Your partnerships, your career. What aspects of your life are being lived from a place of obligation or a place of fear, or a place of generational curses, right? So let's see what you all are saying. Okay. Thank you so much for following. Cody Joy, welcome. Thank you. Hi, Empress Mika, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Take that one. Teach. Look, we got the teach card. Okay, so you guys, this is what is coming in loud and clear. It's time for you to start teaching. It's time for you to start teaching. Stop holding back. Stop staying silent, right? And it's also time for you to stop giving your energy to those places that aren't open to receiving it. You know, back in the day, and I've shared this with you guys before, back in the day, I used to just debate, right? When I joined the Nation of Islam before I became spiritual, you know, there's been a few stops along the way since then, but I used to debate. You know, I knew the Bible inside out. And I used to go back and forth, and it was exciting. But when I began my spiritual journey, that was no longer exciting for me. I stopped debating, right? I stopped allowing my ego to interfere, right? And I decided to just save my energy for those that were seeking, those that were choosing, or those that Spirit said deliver, right? If Spirit don't move me, I'm not getting involved, because every soul has their journey, and wherever that soul is, it doesn't make it bad. Wherever another soul is, it doesn't make it good. It just means that each soul is aligned with where they agreed to be. And who am I to attempt to change their minds, right? But on the flip side of this, there are so many souls that are waiting for you to share your knowledge, to share your wisdom, right? We're being called to release the imposter syndrome, and we're being called to step into our divinity, not observe it from the sidelines. Okay, here's that observe. We're not being called to observe our divinity from the sidelines. We're being called to step into it, right? Try it on. How does it feel? It feels good, right? It feels magical. It feels blessed, right? And then share what we know as Spirit guides us to. You have so much divine wisdom within your being, right? And it's time for you to choose to access it. And you can do that by simply saying, I am choosing to access my divine wisdom. I am choosing to fully live in my divinity. I am choosing to share the knowledge and wisdom that I have stored within me with those I'm guided to share it with, right? The world is waiting for you to show up. And sometimes the world, greetings, Victoria, Ursula, Victoria, thank you for being here. Sometimes the world consists of your spouse, your children, your parents, your friends, right? And sometimes the world consists of getting on social media and just sharing your life. You don't have to show up and be anything other than you, right? The lessons are within the journey, and that journey is your life. So share you, right? Being told to just pull from the top. Dedicated effort. You will be rewarded for your dedicated effort. You get to decide what this life looks like. What are you choosing? What are you choosing to experience for your dedicated effort? Spirit is like, let me know. Send me your list. You know, how as children, I don't celebrate Christmas now, but when I was a kid, I did. You know how you write that list to Santa? You know, write your list to Spirit. Scripting. Write it as if it already is. Create a journal. I am so grateful for. I am so grateful that I am experiencing, that I am doing, right? As if it's here. Because it is. You guys, how many times have I said this? How many times have you heard this? Not just from me. I'm sure Spirit has said it to you directly. You've heard other people saying it, but it is already yours. It is already yours, existing in a parallel universe. Just allow it in, right? So, as I'm sharing this with you, I'm being guided to share just a little bit of what's been going on, where I am, right, in my journey. I have been tested from the left to the right to the top to the bottom. And the other day, Spirit told me, you are choosing to be stressed. You're choosing to feel stressed, right? Of course, I know this. We know, we've heard it enough that we choose how we experience this life. But in the moment, the stress just piled up, and it went from me battling stress. You know how you got the choo choo, you have the little bracelets and it catches the stress and it bounces off and goes back to where it's coming from. I went from that to shot right here by stress, right? When Spirit said that, I got it together. I went into gratitude, because here's the thing for us to remember. Everything that's happening in our lives is serving our highest good, right? I talked about this morning in activating you. So, soul family, you have heard this, right? Yes, like Wonder Woman. Exactly. I got a picture when I was little dressed up in a Wonder Woman costume. It wasn't even Halloween. I just was in it. But anyways, everything that happens in our life serves our highest good, right? So what does that mean? What is everything? Everything, even this stressful moment. So, one of the things that's happening right now, y'all, I moved here to Tennessee in 2019, right? New construction, I call it pretty jump. So, there is mold that has been growing from my ceiling every summer when the AC comes on. So, every summer they come, they spray, they paint it, it goes away until the next summer. This year, right? I'm not renewing my lease. So they decide to ignore me. Over a month goes by, the whole ceiling is filled with mold in the kitchen leading into the living room. I mean, it's horrible, right? This whole experience has been extremely stressful. So horrible. Now they're saying they can't find my lease. Let me tell you how I've been just not connecting. I'm in the shower, right? And then Spirit says, the reason why they saying they can't find your lease is because they're attempting to get out of responsibility. What? Right? Normally I would get that. My mom was like, you just figured that out? She was like, as soon as they said they couldn't find your lease. So listen, there's been a lot happening. And so I have been spending a lot of time breathing, letting it out, right? And saying, I am so grateful. Thank you. I am so grateful. Thank you. I am so grateful. This is serving my highest good. Thank you. Right? Oftentimes, when we're in the thick of it, it's really tough to pause and say thank you. Spirit is in control. Spirit has heard me when I said, I'm choosing to experience abundance in all areas of my life, right? So sometimes the way to that abundance in all areas of our lives doesn't feel good. It doesn't seem fair. It doesn't feel all unicorn farts and rainbows. But that's when we're being called to come back and remember everything. Hi from Alabama. Welcome. Everything that happens in my life serves my highest good. So I can choose to get caught up in the stress, and I can choose to allow it to alter my frequency and take me out of my power, or I can choose to transmute it and show gratitude and never lose faith and never lose knowing that this too is serving me. We might not know how, we might not see how, but we know it is because spirit never turns a back on us, right? So, what lesson is this for me? The lesson I can connect it to right now is being able to maintain the gratitude in the piss, y'all, the peace. I was saying peace and midst at the same time, in the midst of the storm, right? So let me know if you're going through something where spirit has reminded you, right, about just being in that space of gratitude, or something that you've gone through where it didn't feel like it was serving you, but when it was all said and done, it did. Let me know. Go ahead and leave a comment and let me know. Let's see what you all are saying. Anitra said, if they can't find your lease, then who have you been paying? Let me tell you. Tell me why they didn't produce the conversation log. In that conversation log, it said, my lease. Now, mind you, this conversation log was taking place before I ever moved in and signed a lease in 2019. I believe I was still in Washington State, or I may have just came here at that time. And it says something about my lease being until 9/6/2022. I'm like, well, when you told me my lease was up in May, what were you looking at then? Like, what's going on here? You know, my hard copy that I have, it ended in November 2020. I signed another lease, and then I signed a lease with them electronically. So when I tell you the lies, see, here's the thing, as I'm saying this, let me tell you one of my triggers, right? One of my pet peeves was always liars, right? Liars are people that question my integrity. And the reason that was a pet peeve is because part of the abuse I endured growing up, my brother's father, I would be forced to admit to things that I was not doing because he said God told him I was doing it. And if I didn't, I would get beat, right? So that was a pet peeve of mine. That was something that I chose to heal because you could take me all the way out of my character. If A, you lied on me, to me, or B, you accuse me of lying, right? I'm so grateful I've healed that because being pulled out of my character is not good. So, for me, it's just another lesson, right? They've told lie after lie. There's been three major lies that they've told, and I've passed every test, and I'm grateful for that. The spirit just comes in, ego will be on one side, spirit will be on the other side, and we get to choose. Am I going to exist in ego, or am I going to exist in spirit? And here's the thing to remember. When we're healing, because we're never healed, right? We're always healing because there's always something. Even from this experience, right? It requires me to heal because this experience doesn't feel good. So there's a part of my soul that requires some healing after this experience, right? It's best for me doing it during and then after as well, right? It's not that we don't go through the human stuff. Y'all, we've talked about this. It's not that we don't go through the human stuff. It's just that now we're more aware because we're in the habit of observing, right? We're in the habit of observing. How is this making me feel? This is not my preferred frequency. We're in the habit of listening, even if spirit doesn't speak to you through your auditory senses, but whatever your listening to spirit is. Now we're in the habit of that, right? So we can get nudged when we're going left, right? It serves our highest good to go right. So it's not that we don't go through it, it's just how do we handle it that makes the difference. Do we have our frequency go low and then we build it back up, right? At first, yes. At first, yes. Do we have our frequency kind of shake and wobble a little bit? And then it's like, wait a minute. And then, yes, we get there, right? And a lot of things, it doesn't affect us at all. So as I'm saying this, I'm being guided to tell you to be gentle with yourself, right? Remember when we talked about just being, hi, welcome from the UK, Kim 2211. Thank you. I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, when we talked about spirituality is simply being. us, right? Sometimes when we have those human emotions, sometimes we can beat ourselves up because we feel like, wait, I'm beyond this, right? I've healed beyond this. And spirit was like, but you're human. You're human. Allow yourself the grace of being human, right? Don't allow yourself judgment to stop you from exercising your divinity and your humanness. Because what happens when we're beating ourselves up? Our frequency is lowered, right? It's not always someone else coming in, beating us up, lowering the frequency. It's us. So, yeah. Let's see. Anitra says, Spirit reminded me I'm exactly where I prayed to be 7 years ago. Yes. And look at the number 7, right? And as I said, that I was guided to look up, it's 526. So you may feel led to look that up. Anyone else is feeling led, by all means, please do. Please do. Um, Well, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. I had someone that was attending, I believe it was the first retreat I had, and they had their contract and they never signed it, right? And my attorney said, well, they've been acting as if. So even though they didn't sign it, you asked them several times, it's still, binding. And so I talked to my attorney. I was like, I mean, I'm not sure what the laws are here, but we have been acting as if we are in a lease agreement, even if they don't ever find it. So, what does that mean? You know what I mean? So, yeah. But when I tell y'all, I felt like boo boo the food when it hit me. And when I say hit me, spirit told me. Cause I just listen, I was just like, here they go again, just dropping the ball. And then spirit was like, yeah, that's why they can't find your lease. Y'all, it's crazy. Let's see. Spirit saying pull from the bottom. Ooh, look what we have. Dreams come true. We got dreams come true, y'all. So here's the thing. This is piggybacking off what we just received. Dreams coming true is what it says exactly. Your dreams are making their way to you. They're making their way to you. If you've been clear on what your dreams are, right? If you've been following the guidance that you've been receiving, right? They're making their way to you. Don't block them. Don't block them. They're on the way to you in the now, right? Connecting to your higher self, having those conversations with your higher self, those versions of you that are existing in parallel universes. Sometimes when you're meditating, just have a conversation. Hi, extraordinary Leo, welcome. Just have a conversation with your higher self. Okay, listen, I know over there we got this going on. So now what I'm calling on you for is to go ahead and send it this way, right? Send it this way. Now, when you say that, be open to spirit showing you the blocks. See, here's the thing, the things that are blocking you from receiving. Here's the thing. We'll pray for something. We'll be manifesting something. We'll speak something into existence. And then we expect it to be like coming in on this train that says, hey, I'm your prayer being answered, the one you just prayed. We don't expect it to be answered by spirit showing us the blocks first. Okay, Nahkila, well, I hear you and I'm going to make it happen, but let's work together. This is what I require from you. I require for you to get in touch with that feeling you were feeling over there, and I require you to heal that. I require you to stop feeling like you're not worthy so that I can bring it to you, right? I require you to stop procrastinating. I require you to stop living in lack, right? And so when we're getting these things, a lot of times, we're instantly like, wait a minute, this is not what I asked for, but it is. It is. So being patient with yourself and being patient with the journey is necessary, right? So let's see. Those of you that are new, thank you so much. Thank you, Kat the Goddess, for following. Welcome. Those of you that are new, we go live every first Wednesday of the month. This is Wednesday Live and Power Hour. We go live at 5 p.m. Eastern. And I always deliver a message for the collective. And then at the end, we do $25 readings. So they're 25 per question or 25 for a general. So stay for that, even if you're not getting a reading, because there's always something that comes through for the collective as well. And yeah, you don't have to get a reading to stay. Just stay. Stay with us. Nurture. Right now, you guys, we're in a season where our inner child is requiring us to give them some time and affection and to nurture them. You know, it was all the rage, right? To talk about inner child healing. And then we healed our inner childs up to a point, our inner childs, our inner children up to a point, right? And then we stopped. And our inner child is saying, hey, I'm actually hearing screaming. Hey, don't forget about me. This is new for me too. Hey, I'm a little scared. Hey, I'm a little unsure. I don't know about this. And when your inner child's not on board for that next step of your journey, right? Blocks can be formed. We talked about how every part of you has the same goal, which is to keep you safe, right? Which is to contribute to your happiness and your peace and your freedom and your security, right? But sometimes we're operating from the place of our childhood wounds. So the logic is that of our logic when we had our most traumatic experience as a child, right? So oftentimes the logic within is not aligned with our wisdom and knowledge we have today. It's not a big deal. It just means don't forget about your inner child. Continue to heal them, continue to soothe them, continue to integrate them into your lives today, right? So, yeah. Hi, Denise. Welcome. Peace and blessings to you too. Thank you for being here. This is your first time joining us, so welcome. Hi, this frenzy. Welcome. Okay, I'm being told to pull from the bottom of this other deck, but whew, I'm going to shuffle first. So I just received, it's time for you to stop waiting in line and it's time for you to make it happen. Stop waiting in line and make it happen. Oh, that one was jumping. Spirit said the bottom. So we're going to take the bottom. And then also I'm being guided to take the one that's jumping and it did come in reverse. Okay. Do I take these two, these three as well? Okay. I'm being told yes. So look what we have. We have awakening. Such a beautiful card. We have awakening. Give birth to your dreams. And then we have intuition. This one came in reverse. Stop doubting your intuition. Y'all, spirit had to check me on that because, you know, when it comes to serving others and when it comes to other aspects of my life, I'm Gucci. But when it comes to one particular area, starts with the L, ends with the E, I be acting like I don't have no direct connection to source, y'all. For real. It's crazy. And spirit checked me. Like, you know, let me tell you how spirit did it though. Spirit tricked me a little bit. Spirit just started talking to me. So I had set an alarm, right? Because I was doing some healing to release that stress and all that stuff. And so I set my alarm. And spirit literally said, you got 2 more minutes before this alarm goes off. So go ahead and finish with this receiving this healing, right? So spirit already knows. So I reached the spirit, said, go ahead and look. And so I looked, and sure enough, it was 2 minutes before the alarm went off. And then spirit said, now that I have your attention, this is me talking to you. Stop doubting that. You know what I mean? It was funny. Okay, look, we have betrayal. We also have, this one came in reverse, like liberation. And then we also have creativity. This was so funny because this one was on the bottom of the deck before I shuffled creativity. Okay, so you are being called to embrace your awakening. And let me tell you what this looks like. It doesn't look like buying a bunch of crystals, changing the way you dress, changing the way you speak, changing the way you show up. It's just a matter of you acknowledging that you are the divine in human form, that you are the divine having a human experience and acting accordingly, right? It's about you looking at this life as playtime, right? It's really about you going back to that space when you were a child and what did every day consist of, right? Now, if you had trauma in your life, I mean, before that or after that, right? When life was just the best as a child, what was that like for you? I remember for me, I used to be excited. Like I had to wait till a certain time to go outside. I couldn't wait. I was so excited every day to go outside and play, right? Every day to just go outside and play and just make believe and pretend and, you know, role play, and it was the best time ever, right? That's what we're being called to do now because everything starts here, right? It starts with our imagination, it starts with our belief system, right? I was talking to a soul client earlier, and one of the things that we were talking about was their belief system, right? Their truth. And this came in for them is, in order for you to change your truth, it's time to change your belief system, right? Your truth is created based on what you believe to be true. That's how powerful you are. Let there be light, right? And then there was. That's how powerful you are. So as you're on this journey of awakening, remember, have fun. Look at her in this water, splashing around, giving birth to her dreams, right? Look at that. This is what we're being called to do, right? You're also being guided to follow your intuition. That gut feeling, the first one, go with it. And when spirit guides you, do it immediately. Don't let the monkey mind talk you out of your blessings because that's exactly what the monkey mind will do, talk you out of it because it's foreign, it's uncomfortable, right? You don't know what's happening. There's comfort in our discomfort because we can predict what's going to happen next, right? And there's comfort in that. It's like programming, right? When you think of television shows, right? They come on same time every week, right? Same channel, right? We get programmed, right? We get programmed, and that feels like comfort for us, right? So when anything is shaking you out of that and it's not a programming, it feels very uncomfortable. At times it feels scary. But that's your natural way of flowing and operating based on how you feel, not based on a program that replays, right? Giving yourself the freedom to explore within your growth, giving yourself the freedom to grow and to outgrow the programming, right? Hi, Mittens Attack. Hi, welcome, welcome. As of right now, there is not. So, in order for you to get your reading, you would send your payment to my Cash App, which is $Ashworth, capital A, lowercase ASHWORTH, capital S, lowercase COTT. If you're over here on TikTok, just do me a favor and put your screen name in, and then I'll call you when I'm ready for your reading, like in the notes. So then that way I know who it's for and I can ask you if you're going to do a general or ask a question. Okay. Let's see what you all are saying. Um, and you said, all right, Gucci. And you said, I sung Make It Happen by Mariah Carey. Oh, yeah. Look, it took me a minute to get the note. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I remember that song." Uh, let's see. Stephanie said, "Listen, you and me both." Show that one again. It looked like a spider. Yes, this one is betrayal. Betrayal. Stop betraying yourself, right? Stop robbing yourself of the joy that comes with the freedom of just being. Right? Oftentimes, we just have so many expectations that are self-imposed, right? It's like when we experience an abuser, right? Whether it's verbal, mental, physical, sexual, whatever it is, right? Oftentimes we get to a point where they are long gone and we're still abusing ourselves, right? And so, one of the ways we betray ourselves is by lessening our power, lessening our abilities. This is why it's so important that we remain in that state, that constant state of gratitude, that constant state of knowing that everything that happens in my life serves my highest good, right? Everything is being transmuted to work in my favor. Whatever is sent my way, right? All energy is good energy. Why? Because I am a filter and not a sponge. And once it comes to me, it gets transmuted to love, freedom, peace, joy, right? Compassion, security, miracles, blessings, magic, right? So, Spirit is saying to choose which are you, a sponge or a filter, right? How they send it has everything to do with them. How you receive it has everything to do with you. Right. Also, the other message that's coming in with the betrayal card is to stop assuming that everyone is going to betray you. Stop assuming that everyone is out to get you, or everyone is after something, or everyone is not sincere, right? And when you do come across those people that fall under that category, show gratitude. Because whatever the experience is that you're about to have with them, or that you're having with them, is serving your highest good. And they're showing up in this role serving your highest good, right? It's always about us, never about them, never about them, right? So we just exist in that constant state of gratitude, right? Reminding ourselves that Spirit has my back, Spirit's got me, right? This is serving me. I'm so grateful, right? This is working in my favor. I am so grateful, you know? Creativity. Let's get into it. It's time for you to tap into your creativity and allow it to flow, right? No matter how silly it is. And this has nothing to do with ways to bring in financial abundance, right? This is all about those other areas of abundance, like your joy, your peace, right? Just that pure place of just flowing within your being. What do you do that makes you feel so light on your feet, like you are just flowing within your being? Where your inner child is out full swing, like what do you do? And how often do you do it? Let me tell you, I was just looking up, I'm in this group, this Knoxville group, because I'm still fairly new to Tennessee. And in this group, they were showing how Disney on Ice right now has 25% off if you use the code school. And I was like, don't have no niece out here to take with me. My children are not children anymore. They wouldn't enjoy it. Even when they weren't into that. I know this wouldn't be a great date night because the person I'm dating is not going to be into it. My mom, probably going to say no. So, you know what? I was looking at tickets. I'm like, I'm getting me a ticket in the best seat, and I'm going to treat myself to Disney on Ice. My inner child doing things that bring my inner child joy. That's how I flow in my creativity. What do you do? Like, how do you flow in yours? And how often do you do it? Right? Because doing it once a year, every other month, like this is to become a part of us, right? Those things that just bring you pure joy. If you could wake up every day for the rest of your life and do it and not receive a dime, what would that be for you? Some of us don't know what that is. So if you're one of those people, it's time to get in touch with that. What brings you joy? How do you figure it out? By living, by doing new things, things that you would normally say no to. You don't know what you don't know, so give it a shot. I heard lovely Mimi said, don't yuck my yum, right? And for some reason that came in as I'm telling you this, don't yuck my yum. So basically, what spirit would like you to know is don't knock it if you haven't done it. Yeah, that's simple, right? Hey, Sharon. Will you? Okay, so listen, they have one in Nashville and they have one in Atlanta. So the two different shows, one is Let's Celebrate, and then one is Frozen and Encanto. Is that how you say it? Encanto? I don't remember all the letters, so Encanto. Is that how you say it? But anyways, those are the two. So I've been kind of torn because Nashville is 2.5 hours away and Atlanta's 3 hours away. So it's really not a big deal as far as the drive. And I just stay, overnight. And yes, I'm getting the snacks. And yes, I'm getting little toys, whatever toys. Hmm. Hey, Barbara. Thank you, Anisha, for putting that in the comments. Thank you so much. Anisha said, yes, I am divine and don't require the big skirt with 50 crystals, right? Exactly. Exactly. And listen, let me share something with you guys. The crazy thing is, like, I am forever flowing and evolving. And like when you guys first started connecting with me, you guys remember I had locks, right? Now I'm back to just my natural hair. Now I love my locks, don't get me wrong. I really did. But coming here, just they just started to become dead energy. And spirit was like, go ahead and get them out, right? The way I dress, it fluctuates. I have so many styles of dress. Like I just allow myself to flow. Like, who am I? I'm a soul. I'm not my clothes. I'm not my hair. I'm not my jewelry. You know, I just flow with it. Give yourself permission to just flow. It doesn't matter if people got used to you being a certain way. And then it's like, well, how are they going to receive me now? What are they going to think now? Right? Oh, you're too old for this or that. Says who? I have a couple of pair of sparkly sneakers in my closet. And if they made little kid shoes in my size, I have a whole lot more. Shoot. Let's see. Yes, the food that comes with the excursion. Oh, Sharon said Pookie loves Disney. So yes. Oh wait, I thought that was mom. Oh, my mom said I would say yes. Okay, so listen, are we making this in a are we making this a thing, y'all? Are we gonna just have a little girls trip to, and guys, if you into it, you welcome to, where we go to Disney on Ice? Because listen, I was looking at my tickets and I didn't purchase them yet. I had decided I was because Spirit was like, do it. So let me know. So we could get this together. Because right now they got a code, school, save 25%. Okay, I am so down. And he just said, let's go. It's a thing. Sharon said, yes, I'm coming. Who else is going? Mama, you coming? Miss Trisha, are you coming? Who all's coming? Let me know. Let's do it. Cause I listen, you know what? When I was in high school, you guys, I had I had a boyfriend. I actually got engaged in high school. Didn't get married in high school though. But anyways, his sister, his little sister, her name's Ibato. I took her to Disney on Ice. It wasn't just for her, it was for me too. You know, back then it's like, oh, you got a little kid to go with you. But listen, I don't have to have no child to go with me. I would love to take my niece, but she lives in California. The one that would go, I'm gonna get my older niece, nieces. I have two. They're too big. I think I think my 18-year-old niece might do it if she were here. So, anyways, let's keep going. Let's see what spirit has for us. Okay. So our creativity, right? Doing the things that are fun for you, igniting your creativity, and by doing so you allow spirit to freely flow through you, right? You allow spirit to freely flow through you. So this is why being creative, being in that space, releasing that, waiting for the other shoe to drop, releasing the pressure you put on yourself during your spiritual awakening, following that intuition, right? Because we all have it even before we fully tap into our psychic gifts. And I say, because that's what intuition is. We're all born with it. Through our healing, we develop it, right? Also, here's another thing, making more offerings, right? Whether you connect to your ancestors, whether you connect to Mother Nature, making more offerings. And what that means is, if you do have an ancestor altar, putting food out for them, bringing them flowers, bringing them the things that they enjoyed in their physical form, right? If you're in nature, bringing some meal or nuts or spitting at the site where you did your healing to show gratitude. Your spit is sacred waters. We've been taught that's a sign of disrespect. Now of course it is. If you spit on somebody, they might not look at you and be like, thank you for blessing me with your sacred waters. However, Mother Nature appreciates it, right? So just showing more gratitude. What I'm receiving right now, it feels like this warm fuzzy energy, right? Like it feels like the warmth of a sun setting where it's not too humid, just a slight breeze, right? That's what it feels like. And what Spirit is saying is it's about us getting in that place of just pure love, right? Pure love. What's coming? What's coming? Y'all remember I kept saying, I feel this energy, and here we are in it. What's coming, right, is the energy of destruction. What's coming is the energy of a destroyer, right? This is why right now we're being called to be in that energy of gratitude, that energy of observing self, healing self, being connected to what our truths are based on what our beliefs are, right? Because there is a heavy energy that is coming in, right? That's coming in, seeking to destroy our peace, seeking to sidetrack us off of our path. So if we can get acclimated with this strong energy of our divinity now, then nothing can knock us off. right? The importance and the power of community is coming in. Surrounding yourself with like-minded, like-spirited, like-hearted individuals that when you're feeling low in your frequency, they can pick you up. Sometimes that picking you up is just a matter of saying, and listen, my mom did this with me last week. Your energy feels a little off. And I say, well, what does it feel like? And she goes, I was like, that's exactly what it feels like on the inside parts, right? So then I go into, let me connect to it, let me breathe, let me talk to spirit, let me, and listen, it's that simple, you guys. Once you've made a choice, it's really about the awareness, right? There's not these big long things that have to rituals, and you can, but it's not always necessary, right? Tapping into your own divine energy now is coming in as the utmost importance. Do not be caught slipping as it relates to how you see yourself, how you view yourself, how you know yourself, because it's coming, right? And it's not anything to be feared, it comes all the time. But it's just going to be a strong wave of this energy, this destructive energy that's seeking to pull those of us that have chosen to exist in our divine self to pull us out. So, it's going to be a lot of things that are affecting your heart, right? A lot of things that are sad, right? And yeah, we've been seeing that, we've been going through that, but it's going to hit in a much different way because it's going to be accompanied with fear, right? Fear. All sorts of tactics to create fear. But the one thing to remember, just like we remember everything that happens in my life serves my highest good, we also remember that nothing is stronger than light, right? And that we're in control of our world, regardless of what's happening outside, right? If you believe, or if you're choosing to believe that everything that happens serves your highest good, go ahead and drop a comment and say, I am. Let me know. Let me know. Awesome. Miss Trisha says she's coming too. Mom, you'll be able to meet Anitra's mom. Okay, Spirit, you have anything else for us? September. It's this month too, you guys. It's this month. So I'm open. You guys let me know. Go look on Ticketmaster and see the dates because it's either Atlanta or Nashville. And it's so funny too because I was like, "Ooh, which one? Which one?" They both had their, perks. They both seem good. It's like, "Which one? Which one?" So, y'all could pick. I'm down for whatever. So we have daydreams and decisions. Ooh, and the number 7. Let's see. I am choosing to believe everything is serving my highest good, and so it is. Yes, Cash Brat 94. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so listen, we have daydreams and decisions. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So this is taking us back, right? This is taking us back to when we were talking about how we showed up as children, right? And remember when we were talking about when we change our beliefs, we can change our truth. So with this daydreams and decisions, what you think about on a continual basis is what you're manifesting. Even if you're thinking about it like, ooh, I don't want that to happen. Number one is lack, right? Number two, you're focusing on it. So it's going to happen. So what you're being called to do is to shift your thoughts, your words, and your actions so that it is aligning with what you're choosing for your life. Oftentimes, in the activating you mentorship, we're really heavy on lack language versus abundance language, right? Because our words hold a frequency, and the more abundantly we speak, the more equipped we are to attracting that. And we've talked about how oftentimes we talk about things as they are right here in the now, as opposed to how we're choosing them to be, right? How we're choosing them to be. And so when we can start to shift that and even speaking in that way where we all understand this is how we speak now, we're no longer speaking in lack. We're no longer claiming our current state if it's not what we're choosing, because as we speak it, we're shifting it, right? I had seen a video and someone was saying like the millionaires and billionaires that she had worked for, like they all speak as if it already is. And that's something we've been talking about forever, right? They speak, and she said it can be confusing sometimes. But now here she is talking about it as a result of seeing their results from them doing it. It doesn't matter who gets confused. Your life is yours. You're living for you and your highest source of power. That's it, right? You're not being called to go down to other people's level. You're being called to pull them up to yours, right? By throwing a rope or a hand or, So it's time for you to create the life of your dreams by knowing you're worthy, by knowing you can, by surrendering, by healing, right? Surrendering to spirit, allowing yourself to be guided, healing the things that are revealed to you as your blocks, right? And trusting that spirit always has your back. I know on this journey, we've experienced a lot of betrayal, right? From lifetime to lifetime, we have, it's a part of the journey, it's a part of the human experience. But now we're being called to release the fear of betrayal and understand we've stepped into our blessings, y'all. We've stepped into them. We've stepped into them. So it's time. It's time. It's time. Yes, shift them so that they're aligned. Stephanie says, shift your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Yes, shift them so they're aligned. And here's the thing: in order for the universe, in order for spirit to provide 556, you may feel let's look that up as well. In order for spirit to provide you with the things that you're choosing for your life, that assistance that's required to give you that extra push, alignment is necessary. Because in one breath, we're saying, Spirit, I'm choosing to be happy. I'm choosing to live this happy life. But then in the other breath, when somebody says something we don't like, where's our choice of happiness then? Now we got an attitude, but we get to choose. We get to say, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to send you some healing. I'm going to send you some peace and some blessings. And I'm going to remove myself because that has everything to do with you, nothing to do with me. I'm choosing happy, right? When we're put to the test, how aligned is what we're speaking of choosing with what we're actually choosing, right? Or we can say, I'm choosing to hit the lottery jackpot, right? I'm choosing. But then in our minds, our beliefs is that money is the root of all evil. So there is no way we're going to receive something that we connect to being evil, right? It's just not aligned. So this is where that observing self, right? Where's that card? That's where that observing self comes into play. Are your thoughts, are your actions, are your words aligned with what you're choosing? Are your belief systems aligned? And if not, what's blocking them from being aligned? What are you being called to heal? What are you being called to release? What are you being called to overcome? Right? So, so releasing the fear of betrayal. There's many ways to do that. It's going to be specific to each person, but the starting point without actually healing it, like going through your healing journey, the starting point is acknowledging that you're choosing to release it, right? And then allowing yourself to know that there was a purpose for that and discovering what that purpose was. When we have the purpose, then we can sit back and we can say, even if the purpose was I grew or I learned or whatever it is, when we can connect to what the purpose was, it softens it just a little bit where we're not interpreting it in the same way, right? But first, starting with acknowledging I'm choosing to release my fear of betrayal. I'm choosing to release that. I'm choosing to heal that, right? And then to go deeper, depending on how deeply we're affected, healing is required, right? Any traumatic experience, sometimes we can meditate it away, sometimes we can deep breathe it out, right? But sometimes it's a frequency that we've carried into this life with us, whether it's from a past life or from something we experienced in childhood, and we just keep creating experiences based on that frequency that we're carrying, right? So it's different for everyone, but that's a starting point. It's a great question. Great question. Pat said, Ashe, I released the betrayal. Yes, 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 yes. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. So as I'm reading what Pat just said and connecting to your question, one of the things that I'm being called to do is use an example, right? So oftentimes you hear me talking about the abuse that I experienced growing up, right? My mom married my brother's dad when I was 6 years old, and I left home at 16. I ran away at 16 because the abuse was just too much. I couldn't take it anymore. And my mom and I'm turning off these things that just popped up. My mom and I are so close, right? And for a long time, we're close now. For a long time, my mom carried a lot of guilt based on mine and my brother's experiences. And the thing I always told her was that every soul has its journey, right? And so when you look at what that aspect of my journey created, there's no reason to have guilt, right? And so for me, it was super easy to forgive my mom, right? Now, my brother's father, it took healing to do that. And to not only forgive, but to have gratitude for him and everything that he did, right? And even gratitude for the things that my mom didn't do to protect me at the time. Because in reality, they showed up and they did what my soul called on them to do so that I could be the person I am today. So for me, that helped to release that connection to that form of betrayal, right? And then also with like relationships where I've been betrayed, it's just really looking at the fact that, like, take my second husband for example. He's not a bad person, he just has his own demons, right? So because of that, he could only show up for me how he showed up for himself. And so I can connect to the fact that he's not a bad person, right? And I grew from that experience. And by that not working, I was able to connect to who is for me, right? So it's those little things that helps us to release the connection to the fear of betrayal. But then on a personal level, there may be some deeper healing that's required because it may be rooted in something other than just being betrayed, right? So for instance, for me, one of my big things to overcome was abandonment, right? And with my mom and dad being married, they were what, 19 and 20 when they had me. Mom was 20, my dad was 19, and they got divorced when I was 3. And so originally I thought my abandonment started from that, the divorce, and how my dad didn't show up at 19. I mean, they were babies having a baby, right? So what else, you know what I mean? As an adult, I get it. But in reality, it rooted from past life experience where I was engaged and the person I was engaged to was actually attempting to have an affair with my best friend, right? And so that's where it came from. So in that moment, I began vibrating at the frequency of believing that I would be betrayed. And so from there, I was born into this existence, into this incarnation, carrying that same frequency. And the first one was my dad. Then it went into every friendship, every relationship, right? And it wasn't until I healed that and got to the root of that that I was able to no longer vibrate at that frequency. With that being said, people are still going to be people and people are still going to show up as they do, but that connection to being betrayed is no longer something that I connect with, right? Now it's just people are just people. They serve their purpose and they move on and I move on, right? So, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, Britt Mac. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here sincerely and thank you for sharing the live. Okay, so I'm going to pull one more card for us as a collective and then I am going to go into the reading part. But before I do that, I just looked up, and this one I'm being guided to actually share with you guys. So let's go ahead and look up 603 together. Okay. Y'all, next in Power Hour, guess where I'm going to be? In my new place. I'm so excited, you guys. Every day, Anitra reminds me, one day closer. And I'm just so grateful because I be dancing along to her jingle she be singing, and it just brings me joy. So, yes, yes, yes. One day closer. One day closer. Oh, Spirit, is this where you having me go? Because that is not where I was going. That's not where I was going, Spirit. Okay. I saw your emojis, Barbara. Let's see, 603. Okay, let's see. Here we go. So, number 603 is a blend of the energies and attributes of number 6 and number 0, and the vibrations of number 3. Number 6 relates to possessions, status, and monetary aspects, service, and domesticity. Did I say that right, y'all? Home and family, love and nurturing, showing grace and gratitude, responsibility and reliability, honesty and integrity. Number 6 also relates to problem solving and solution finding. Number 0 magnifies and amplifies the vibrations of the numbers it appears with and carries the influences of the God force and universal energies. Number 0 resonates with eternity and infinity, oneness and wholeness, continuing cycles and flow. and the beginning point, potential and or choice, and it's to do with developing one's spiritual aspects. Number 3 relates to creativity, personal charisma, community and sociability, expansion and growth, joy and optimism, manifesting and manifestation, communication and self-expression. Number 3 also resonates with the energies of the ascended masters. Angel number 603 is a message from your angels and the ascended masters that you are being assisted with staying focused upon your divine life purpose. Stay centered and grounded, balanced and steady, and things will fall into place in your life. A positive attitude will manifest positive results. Angel number 603 is a message that your prayers and affirmations have been heard, and positive results, solutions, and answers are being manifested by the universe. Listen to the guidance from the angels and ascended masters and ask for help and assistance when necessary. They said needed, but we're going to cancel the need. All that's required for you to do is ask. Keep the line of communication with your angels open and clear, and trust that all that you require is met in your life. Love honors and expresses joy and manifests itself through acts of kindness, delight, trust, respect, and patience. Use loving affirmations to help to purify and focus your thoughts and desires. Affirmations help you believe in the potential of the desires you choose to manifest. And this breaks down to angel number 9. Number 9 is my life path number. What's your life path number? Do you know? Let me know in the comments what your life path number is. And if you don't know, let me know that too. So really powerful. Some of the key things that came up today was being reiterated. And the beautiful thing is too, whenever I talk to someone about like releasing something, I feel like it's really a simple fix, right? Because we talk about our breath being sacred and how when we're feeling a frequency that we choose not to experience, right? How we can find it in our body by simply taking those deep breaths and paying attention to what we feel, right? We have the ability to be our own guide by just being in tune with, and look, the card's sitting right on top, observing ourselves, right? Sometimes we observe ourselves through feeling. So when you find that, you're going to attach to that feeling, right? It's a block. So with your breath is sacred. Set the intention. Your breath is acting as a magnet. And as you inhale, you're grabbing whatever that is. And as you release through your exhale, you're releasing it. And you just do that until you feel like it's been released, right? You can also connect to it and send it energy, right? Visualize as your hand is there, you see like a laser beam just dissolving it, chipping away at that block, right? These are ways that you can also release things either in your maintenance phase of your healing journey or before you officially begin your healing journey, right? These are just little simple ways that you can. So let's see. We have Sharon said, I vote Frozen and Encanto, September 21st through 25th in Atlanta. Okay, we got one vote for Frozen and Encanto. And let's see. Pat said it requires trust. Yes, absolutely. Sharon said, will the next Empower Hour be during the retreat? Ooh, you know what? Will it be? I think it will. It's the what? The 3rd through the 6th. What days are those? I believe it is. Ooh. Thank you. So y'all, we're going to be at the accelerated treat for next Empower Hour. Thank you for saying that. So I will go live, but it won't be our regular Empower Hour, right? It's not going to be our regular Empower Hour. I will go live though. So I will go live. Thank you for that. Cause it totally slipped my mind. Right. That's next month. So yes, I'm excited too. I always get excited for the retreat. I mean, I get excited about a lot of stuff, but this is one of the things I get really excited about. And speaking of retreats, y'all, we are enrolling for the next all-inclusive retreat. So, and there's one more spot for the one that's happening next month. So if you really like to go, connect with me and let's get you reserved for the next one. But if you're interested in the all-inclusive for 2023, then by all means, let's connect because we have, I believe, 6 spots available for that one. So yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay. So you know what? You can Google life path number calculator and then you can get your life path number like that, right? It's I love reading things like that. You can get your destiny number. There's all sorts of things you can get. But you know what was so cool to me is that I got my destiny number. My destiny number is 7. And so many like huge events, whether they were just huge because of how they affected my life or were actually huge events, all break down to either the number 7 or multiples of 7. And so I've been asking people like, what's your destiny number? And have you noticed that things have been happening? Like 2005 was a very significant year for me. 21 years, I was born and raised in Berkeley, California. And then 21 years, I lived in Washington State. And you know what I mean? And there's so many other things, but they're all connected to the number of 7. So the number 7. So let me know. Have you guys noticed anything like that? Hi, Talon. Thank you for being here. Um, so let's see. Um, Miss Trisha, yours is 5. Awesome. 70, yours is 3. So you, Miss Trisha, you and Barbara, you guys share a life path number. Anitra, yours is 3 as well. You and Stephanie share one. Pat's an 8. Infinity and beyond. Oh, yours is 1. Okay, okay. Awesome, awesome. So yes, I did tell you I was gonna pull one more card, right? And for those of you that are on over here, you know where over here is, where we started meeting and where we still meet, because I told you I can't mention other platforms on that other place where we live. Go ahead and give the live a thumbs up if it resonated at all, because I see that there's 11 people on right now, but there's 2 thumbs up. There's 2 thumbs up. Okay, look, y'all, this is how it came out. I said I was doing one more, but we got 2. We've been on 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 29 seconds. So that's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? Okay, so we have clarity of belief, which is number 1. And then we have rebuild, which is number 7. Okay, so here's the thing. Literally, I'm receiving, don't be discouraged. You can always rebuild, right? Just getting clear on what you believe, getting clear on what you're choosing, getting clear on what's preventing you from being in your most abundant state. And don't get me wrong, when we talk abundance, y'all, we're not talking about money in and of itself. That is just a very small part of what abundance is. We're talking about the stuff that be all up in here, right? The joy, the compassion, the love, the trust, the security. Right? We're talking about all that good stuff. Money is an energy. It's a part of it, but that's not in a small part, right? So Spirit is saying, just be clear. If you don't know what you're choosing, how the universe gonna give it to you? I just heard RuPaul's voice. When he said, if you don't love yourself, right? I just heard that on that part. Well, how the hell the universe? That's how it came in, huh? The universe gonna give it to you. So just being clear. And patience is coming in yet again. Patience, patience, patience coming in. I told somebody that about patience. They said, well, if I was meant to have patience, I would have been a doctor. I couldn't help but laugh. I had to laugh. But we're literally being called to have patience with ourselves. Again, it's coming in strong. Have patience with yourself. You've been spending a lot of time beating yourself up for one thing or another. And you've been doing good in some aspects of not. But for many of you, there's still that one little area of your life where you still be digging. And Spirit just saying, let it go. Now is your time to rebuild. Now is your time to start from right here. This is your new slate. Every second, it's a new slate. What are you choosing? What are you choosing? Hi, let's see. Sagdi Muhammad. Welcome. Thank you. Hi, Pink Diva 9970. Welcome. So yeah. Yeah. Yes, the portal is open. Us being mindful of our thoughts, right? What are we choosing, right? It's no coincidence we got those ones, those 11s, right? Miss Trisha said portal openings. No coincidence, right? As we're talking about our thoughts. When I first started this journey, I would see like 111 so much. And every time I saw it, I would stop and I would pause and I would just say, I'm so grateful for, and then I would speak what I was choosing to have in my life, like every single time. I still do it sometimes. I don't do it every time no more, but literally. Right. And you guys know, over in the Activating You mentorship, we've been focusing on peace. And that's brought a whole bunch of abundance our way in all areas, including financial, right? By simply focusing on peace. We talked about it last month too, right? Because here's the thing. I'm going to say it again because I'm being guided to. when we think in terms of everything that we're choosing to manifest or receive in the material world, if we break it down to its like root, what is it? It's peace. But sometimes it can feel impossible, right? When we're manifesting that multi-million dollar mansion or that trip to wherever or that, tall, dark, and handsome or short, light, and cute, right? Whatever it is for us. Sometimes it can seem impossible. But when we break down what feeling, right? What energy does having that create? It's always going to be peace. So if we can just manifest peace, that's easy, right? Manifesting peace is so easy. Allowing peace, choosing peace, right? And then everything else will follow. Of course, let spirit know if you're choosing that mansion or that person. Like be clear, but then set it and forget it. Don't keep manifesting it. That's lacking in faith, right? And if we lacking in faith, we're not gonna get it till we believe we can. We don't have to keep knocking. Spirit is on its way to the door, on its way to the door, right? Just focus on your peace. Focus on your peace. So that is the messages for us as a collective. So now what we're going to do is move into, I'm going to, oh, look at the lighting now. If I totally removed it, it's like super not bright. I just got time for a nap, but it's not for me. Who's that for? Oh, I like the effect. Oh, look at that. You guys see how the light is right here? Can you see it or is it just me? Okay, this is my inner child coming out, y'all, because I'm literally sitting here playing with the light while we on live in awe, like, oh, it's so pretty. But anyways, one of y'all being told to take a nap. Who is it for? Anitra Spirit said, take a nap. You see the light? It's so pretty. It just reminds me of I got that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where it just feels like spirit is just shining about me. It is, right? It is. Okay, y'all, let me stop. Let me be the 45-year-old woman. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. See, I'm just being. And my inner child has integrated, y'all. Literally. We don't connect no more. We are one. Telling you, we are one. Hi, Lacey Dawn. Welcome, welcome. So, and you guys, you know what? Follow each other. Usually when you guys get on, I always tell you, like, follow so and so, follow so. Oh, but speaking of following so and so, y'all, let me just say this Soul Care Tea. Okay. So, let me put this up really quick. I had made my cup of tea, right? Anitra and Lakina have this company, Soul Care Tea, and it's gourmet teas. Okay. Now I got a whole container of teas. For a minute, I was really into like the Buddha teas, and but they didn't taste yummy like this. So I ordered my tea, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait until I get settled into my place, right? Who was I kidding? I busted open my lemon lavender tea and I'm sitting there and I'm about to start drinking it. And I take a sip and then I see where Anitra had this thing where take a picture of your first sip. And I took a picture. I'm like, look, I'm literally having my first sip. The tea is so good, you guys. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not being paid to say this, like for real. It is so good. And more, I can't even say more importantly, in addition to how good it is, the soul of the company is amazing. So if you like tea, even if you just kind of like tea, taste Soul Care tea because it is amazing. It is amazing. It is not your average tea. I was telling Nitra, I was like, a lot of people are going to be like, tea is just tea. But when she was talking to me and she was describing, my mouth was watering just thinking about how she was describing it. And before I even had mine, I was like, tell people this because a lot of people will think it's just tea. It's not just tea. My mama got some. I know Stephanie got some. Y'all that have had it, will you let them know it's not just tea? You see my face? Because it's not. Because like I said before, I got a whole bunch of teas that I've had for a couple of years and they still there. It's not just tea. It's not just tea. Oh man, Pat, you could take a nap too. But see, that's the thing, Pat. You saying I could take a nap too, but it's too close to bedtime. Says who? This is a part of the flow, right? My mom had to get that lesson too. It's like, Mom, if you're tired, listen to your body. Your body is your biggest guide. Who told us? Oh, because it's close to bedtime, right? Our bodies will show us. Thank you so much, Anitra. So we have TK and Tempest that are the first two readings because the last Wednesday of last month, they sent in, and then Miss Trisha, you'll be the third. Um, our bodies are our biggest guides, right? When your body is saying, I'm tired, I'm ready for a nap, do it. It's just like whenever I'm craving something, right? And it'll just be out of the blue. You know what? I always will go and look up what it is, what's in it. And I kid you not, every time it is something that my body is lacking. So we're being called to be in flow with our body being our guide. Take a nap. Take a nap. Also, when there's healing, right? There's healing that's required. That's a perfect time for our divine spirit team to come in and be working on us, right? So your body is your biggest guide. Stop ignoring it and stop falling in line with what you've been taught and allow your body to guide you, right? Um, Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing it. Soulcaretea.com, SOULCARETEA.com. So yeah, and let's see. My mom, oh, you didn't try yours yet, Mom? Oh, well, when you do, let me taste yours. Okay. I know you bought yours. I didn't realize you hadn't tried it yet. Uh, Miss Anders said the lavender lemon is the truth. You know which other one I got, y'all? I got the chocolate, the truffle chocolate. Anitra, if I'm saying the name wrong, can you correct me, please, so that they can look for it? I haven't tasted it yet, and I'm going to tell you why. Number one, my blood pressure, and it has caffeine. But I am going to taste it. That's the one I'm going to taste when I get in my place. So I kind of been like, let me bring this down, and then I'm going to taste it. So, because I just know that one's going to be good. But the lemon lavender doesn't have caffeine. There's a variety of some that do have caffeine and some that don't. And the other one, the chocolate one, is made with black tea, which is also really good for the metabolism, y'all. So, yeah, it's good. Check it out. Just check it out, and then let me know how you think of it, what you think of it after you taste it. So, yeah, it's little stuff like that, little treats. Like in the winter time, I like to sit on the couch on my balcony with my tea, cuddled up in my robe, and I like to just like take in the scenery and talk to spirit. Little things like that are small ways we can treat our souls. We can treat ourselves, right? It doesn't have to be these big productions, just that you time, right? And as we're just chatting, I'm gonna get into the personal readings in just a second. Um, Hi, Magic Callie. Thank you for being here. Welcome. As we're getting into hello, Karen Smith. As we're getting into the the talking about caring for ourselves. I lost it, y'all. But let me just tell you, I'm burning this candle that I created. Something that I discovered from me burning my own is that the wax doesn't melt evenly. Anitra, did you have that issue with yours? Stephanie, have you burned yours yet? Because, this is my first time making candles. They're infused with the energy healing and they're infused with love and all that good stuff, whatever the sentiment of each one is, it's infused with. But I am now researching like how to create that even burn. Let me know. Did yours do that, you guys? Or is it just mine? Let me know. So yes, I will be researching that. Because y'all look, I got a torch. I'll be quick to, you see, is it burning? Wait, is it? Yeah, I got a torch. I'll be quick to be all around the edges, melting it so it does, but don't nobody got time for that, right? So let me know. Yes, the chocolate truffle. Anitra said it's so yummy. So when and listen, I started all of that because I was gonna say When I get settled, I'm gonna take. I went into a tangent, y'all. When I get settled, I'm gonna have mine. That's when I'm gonna bust that open, and I'm actually gonna do like a better picture, a better video, and share it with y'all because I really love to support businesses that are good at the soul, and then their product matches the soul of the business. You know what I mean? Like I'm so honored to be able to share, and I know Anitra personally and Lakina, and they're both two beautiful souls, and the product, it definitely aligns with that. So yeah. I mean, if you're so good, I'm gonna be like, check them out, but I ain't finna say, oh, it's so good if it's not. I'm gonna tell you to check them out and that you decide, but it's good, y'all. It's good. So let's see. Sharon said, I'm feeling a tea tasting at retreat. Yes, yes, yes. That would be amaze balls. Amaze balls. So let's see. Yes, right. Um, Pat says, sis, my body isn't craving a nap, but it's raining here and I love sleeping during the rain. Well, do it. Do it. Oh, you're so welcome. Of course. There is no thanks required at all. Um, oh, Oh, okay. Stephanie said, yes, it doesn't, but I love it just the same. Anitra said, I didn't notice. I'll look at it. My candle smells amazing. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And the reason I brought it up because I could smell this one has a blueberry scent and I could smell it, but I did notice that. And I was just like, hmm, let me research this. So I will be researching it and seeing if it's the wax. I really don't know yet, but I'll be researching it and I'll let you guys know. Yeah, but the energy infused into it is still the same. But I like it to burn even, so we're gonna fix that. All right, y'all. So enough of me yapping. If you're here, even if you're not getting a personal reading, please don't hesitate to stay because again, I do pull cards for us as a collective where messages come through, and then oftentimes people will resonate with the messages of others. So TK, are you on with us today? Are you on? And Tempest, are you on? Are you two on? Let me know. Let me know because if not, I will go into Miss Trisha. Now, Miss Trisha, do you have a question or would you like a general reading? Let me know. And who all is on with this? Let me know in the comments who's still on. Just go ahead and comment. Let me know I'm still on. Also, you guys, the other thing that I would like to let you know, okay, a general, thank you, is wherever you're watching, check out, that little thing that looks like this, because I know on some platforms, if you say it, they block your videos. I don't know. The link, y'all. Who cares? The link. It's either in my bio or it's in my description. Wherever you're watching, check out those links and then go ahead and follow on all the platforms. Because at first I used to put the same content on every platform, and now I don't. Sometimes you might have a video that's on one place, that's on another, but for the most part, the content is different. So I recommend just following every platform and then getting you a little dose everywhere. So let's see. Are you in the right place? Is that a question? Okay, question. Am I in the right place? Well, instantly I heard yes, you are, but we're gonna go ahead and elaborate on that. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Mom. Okay, so Spirit, Miss Trisha would like to know, is she in the right place? Yes. But it's time for you to stop procrastinating on your dreams and on your goals. It's like a restart of your life. You're being called to restart. This is the part where you get to have fun. This is the part where you get to live just for you. Although, of course, you're still living for others, but it's in a much different way. You're your top priority. It's time to literally, it's time for you to stop procrastinating. And the procrastinating isn't coming in a bad way, it's coming in more of a doubt and a questioning. You know where your soul is leading you and guiding you, so follow it. And it doesn't have to be anything that has to do with schooling. It's more about that inner knowing, following your inner knowing, your inner guidance, your inner GPS. You have a lot to share with the world that the world is now ready to receive. So many experiences throughout your life as a mother, as a person, as a woman. So many things to share. I just heard a book, and I recall that came up for you before. Am I correct? A book. Write your book. So what I'm hearing is chapter 1, chapter 2, but it's more like I'm hearing chapter 1, chapter 2. So I'm going to tell you what that is, because when I hear that, it feels more like a series of books. Like it's not just a one book thing, but when they're bringing it in that way, they're delivering a double message, chapter 1, chapter 2. They're saying one step at a time, right? Just a little bit at a time, right? No pressure. Just roll with it. Allow it to be therapeutic. Allow it to be a form of expression, and don't hold back. Don't not put certain things in for fear of a backlash. Be 100% all in. This is your truth. Speak it. You have a lot of time on your hands, so do what you love. Why not? You don't have to feel guilty for being in your space of leisure. Allow yourself to enjoy this phase of your life. You're such a blessing to others. So now allow yourself to be blessed by others. So much of the giver you are. They said it like Yoda. You know how that little Star Wars character talks? All backwards and twisted. That's how they said it. You're such a giver. Now it's time for you to allow others to give to you. Call your child over, let her pamper you. It's time for you to be pampered. Those that love you have no problem doing it. Just get in the feeling of what that feels like to not always be the giver or the nurturer. Allow yourself to be nurtured some. You have so much to offer, but we're wondering why you're waiting. What are you waiting for? Why are you waiting? What's the reason for the procrastination? You've started some, but there's an energy of procrastination. There's an energy of doubt. It's time to release that. It's time for you to stop fighting against the flow and go with it. You have many mistakes that you see as mistakes. We don't see them that way. We see them as lessons. Stop beating yourself up for your mistakes. Allow yourself to grow from them. You have grown, but allow yourself to grow from them. When you can accept them, even here today, in your, they say in your now, you will grow even more. Because although you know, there's still this energy of resistance. And that resistance comes feeling like you've made mistakes, but you haven't. You've been perfect, literally perfect. This was the journey you agreed to, all the way up into this very moment. So stop doubting that. Everyone that has to be proud of you is, everyone that agreed to guide you will, everyone that agreed to support you is. Now it's time for you to allow that and receive that in the physical realm. In the spirit realm, you're good. You've got a lot of support, which is why you can show up as such the nurturer, such the supporter. Now it's time for you to allow some of that into your life. We can't stress it enough. We're going to keep saying it. Pamper yourself by allowing other people to pamper you too. More massages, more letting your hair down, having fun. And when they're saying that, I'm seeing you like in a convertible, right? And just like your arms are up and like woo, and like the wind blowing. And now they're showing me a roller coaster, but they're showing me like more for you. It's more like that drop top, like woo, just the wind blowing, right? Engaging in the energy of the wind and just being free. You're in your phase of freedom. Utilize this phase to your highest potential. They said, that's all. Would you like me to pull a card? And they say, yes, go ahead. Okay. So let's see. And I see you've been leaving comments. I look at them after because I like to just give what I'm receiving without the influence of the comment. So, hey, 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 you guys, welcome. A few more people have joined us over on the Tiki Taki. Confront. Look at that. So I'm just showing it here too, but look what you got. You got confront. And instantly when I see this, it's time for you to confront your fears. It's time for you to get in touch with your inner child and just allow yourself to fully heal from those things that are hiding in the shadows. And as I'm saying that, it feels like, aspects within where it's either been swept under the rug or it's been put under the bed, right? This is what they're showing me, like things that you have yet to deal with, but you've kept going because to continue to go was the only option at the time. You're now being called to heal those things because until you do, you're going to always find yourself trapped in this feeling of fear, this feeling of not fulfilling your full potential, not truly stepping into your destiny, right? And this is something that I received a while ago when I first did your reading. And I wasn't guided to say anything to you at the time, but I am being guided to say something to you now. It will serve your highest good to connect with spirit to see if working together is something that is for you at this period of your journey. So just connect and see what you get. And if you get a yes, let's make that happen. If you get a no, then no worries, right? But it is something that came in when we first connected. So now I'm being guided to share that. But it's healing. It's healing. It's time for healing. Okay. And now look on the bottom is what I'm being told. Refusing to see. This is coming in a few ways. One is you're refusing to see your own potential, but others are refusing to see you fully as you are. But the reason why that happens is because you haven't fully embraced who you are fully, right? And I'm hearing that sister can't fly with just one wing, right? But the way it's coming in, the feeling is showing up as part of yourself and not your whole self. You're being called to show up as your whole self in every environment. And when I say your whole self and I connect to your whole self, it feels like a party. Number one, it feels like that energy of just being at a party, and not a party where some people don't know each other and it's awkward silences and some friends looking at some other friends like, "Ooh, who is that? Why'd you bring her?" Mm-mm. Feels like a party where I'm hearing, "I want to go where everybody knows my name," right? And they're always glad you came. It feels like that, where everybody knows everybody, everybody are best friends, everybody just is so happy to see each other. That's what it feels like when I connect to your energy of you being your whole self. It also feels like a hug. It feels like a nurture, right? It just feels really, really good. So when you can connect to being your whole self fully, you are just going to set yourself up on this path of abundance that is beyond your wildest dreams. And I don't just mean financially, I mean just feeling whole and complete and feeling like everything is perfectly aligned with everything. It just feels like no cares, right? And now I'm seeing somebody sitting on the dock of the bay with like a straw in their teeth and a hat where they're kind of like laid back and their legs are crossed and their hat is like this and they're sitting here and they just have the straw, but they just relax, chilling, right? Life is just good, right? That's what it feels like when you're your whole self. So that is your message. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. I'm going to look at your comments now to see what you are saying. Let's see. Okay, Barbara said I'm still here in the background. Thank you for still being here. Hey TK. So your reading is next. Did you just get on or have you been on? And is Tempest on? Do you know? Yeah, she will. She will. Okay. TK said I just got on. Oh, yes, ma'am. I am. I am. TK said, I forgot you were on TikTok. I'm following now. Yes. I'm on everywhere except the one that starts with a T, the other T, and ends with the R. Listen, y'all, they will disconnect. That's what I just found out. If you mention any other place, they'll disconnect you on TikTok. So isn't it just weird? Like if you're great, you're great. You don't why block other, you know? So Awesome. Stephanie, thank you, Anitra. You have a reading coming by way of Anitra. Um, the first step would be for us to schedule a consultation, Ms. Tricia. So you would, and that link is everywhere. So for instance, in my emails, there's a link where you click it. The link is there for that. Also in the bio of all of my platforms in the description here. So yeah, and if you would like me to email it to you, I can. So yeah, it's everywhere. It's in the link, and you'll see where it says apply for the Activating You mentorship. That's what you would click. And then during that time, we'll go over where you are, what your goals are, and then we'll also be able to come up with either a current mentorship package that I offer, or we can create a custom package for you. So, yeah. Oh, TK said, Nahkila is amazing. Well, I'm a reflection of you. I appreciate you. So, okay, you have it. Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, yeah. Okay, so TK, you up next. So I'm just disconnecting from Miss Trisha's energy, connecting to TK's energy. TK, did you have a question today, or would you like a general? Okay, awesome, awesome. I'll be looking forward to it. I will be looking forward to it. So, okay, so here's the thing. I'm reiterating because I know some of you just got on. General, okay, awesome. TK, I know for sure you just got on. So the next Empower Hour, we will be at the accelerated retreat. So I will go live, but it's going to be a bit different, right? It's not going to be our regular. So it'll probably just me going live. I'll probably deliver a message, but we're not going to be on like how we usually are, right? So yeah, yeah. But thanks to Stephanie, did I say Stephanie? Because I'm looking at a Nidra telling Stephanie she's welcome. Thanks to Sharon. She's like, won't we be at the retreat? I'm like, I'll be in my place, y'all. She's like, won't we be yes, we will. You're right. So yeah. Okay, so TK would like a general spirit. What do you have for her? I'm hearing the song Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. It's playing. Did you get my voice recording? I sent you a voice recording because I had a dream about you. I was giving you divine source energy healing. And in that dream, you put emphasis on your left arm. So I was curious to know if that meant anything to you because it was just super random. And we know random stuff isn't always random, right? So, yeah. Okay. So, what do you have for TK? Okay, so literally, I heard TK, you still lollygagging, you still playing. It's time for you to go full on medicine woman, right? It's time for you to go full on medicine woman. It's time for you to start teaching others how to heal themselves. It's time for you to start sharing your gifts. It's time for you to start being across every platform. It's time for you to get the word out. We've got even more messages to give to you, but we haven't delivered them just yet because you're storing them up in here. It's time for you to get the word out. You are a messenger. Be a messenger. Right. And now the hummingbird is coming in. Look up what a hummingbird represents. The hummingbird is coming in to support you, also rainbows. It's time for you to allow yourself to explore different aspects of your life that you have not yet explored. We'd also like you to get deeper in touch with your inner child and allow yourself to build a deeper bond with your inner child. More playtime, more playtime, more girls trips. Those do your soul good. More time to allow yourself to be in the water and near the water. You have healing hands as well. It's time to start using them. Massage is coming in, but I'm seeing you massaging. And as you're massaging, I'm just feeling the energy. And it feels so good. Like as I started feeling it, I decided to direct it to my shoulders because at first, they're showing me and I can feel the energy coming through. And I'm like, okay, how about since you're gonna get it to me right now? Let's just put it right here. So also they're using the word careful, so I'm gonna say it, but it comes with an explanation. Be careful who you give your energy to Be cautious of soul ties. And those aren't just coming in the form of like sexual connections, right? It's coming in more so they're showing me like saving a kitten. You know what I mean? Like if you see a kitten at your door and you're like, oh, the kitten doesn't have any food, let me take it in, right? It's coming in like that. Spirit is just, and I'm hearing the word warning you. So I'm gonna give it to you how it's coming. You are receiving the warning. Spirit is warning you to not take in strays. And I'm hearing no new friends. So right now it's coming in like you're gonna be introduced to someone, something, and it's a no. It's a no for now. For right now, it's a no. Keep thriving in your craft. You're not scared. You're not shy. You're not afraid. Sometimes you pretend like you are, but you're not. So stop it. Like they got that hand out and they say love taps. What's going on? Heart chakra. There's some stuff. Okay, is what we're talking about. There's some stuff that's happening all up in here, but I feel it real. It's like a block that's coming in. The more you speak your truth, right? The more you speak the messages, the easier it becomes. Just get on live or wherever you are and just start talking. Just allow spirit to guide you. I don't ever know what we're going to talk about when we have anything. I never know. It always comes from spirit in the moment, right? So I understand that feeling, right? That nervousness. I do, because to this day, sometimes it still comes up, right? Waiting on spirit and not having anything planned, right? Just allow yourself to release that. It's all up in here. Just release it. And it's real strong. Like it's like here and here. Just release that. You have a lot to say. Be heard, be seen. No more hiding. The bushels, not necessary. And they're singing the song, This Little Light of Mine, I'm going to let it shine. There's so much more that you're here to do, but they can't give it to you until you start doing what they've been guiding you to do on the scale that they've been guiding you to do it. Okay. Like you're holding them up, is what they're saying. And they're not even talking about, how normally it comes in the collective, those you're called to serve, their souls that are waiting for you so that they can awaken. You're holding them up. They have messages to deliver that can only be delivered through you. And they say, period. What you got for the collective, TK? Go live and share it today. Like, don't wait. After this, get on live and share. You back on the platform for a reason. I said, tell her to stop playing with herself. You know what you're here to do. You know you have it in you. And you're doing a good job with the children. You have no more time to wait. Don't feel it like pressure. Just feel it as confirmation that you already know this and you were right there. This is just that nudge that your soul asked for to have you step all the way outside. It's comfortable inside my home. We know, but now it's time to step outside. You're shielded, you're protected. We got you. Give to the world what we give to you. In part, that's why we give it to you like we do. Yes, it's for you, but it's also meant for you to share. It's also meant for you to give. Start teaching, start serving. It's time. He says she knows she been known it was time. Yeah, I know. I've been known it was time. It's been time. They're saying, so yes, she's here supporting you and encouraging you. Yes, I am. And so are so many other people. Even people you wouldn't think are supporting you. They are in this realm and spirit realm. Ancestors cheering you on. Ooh, my heart. What's going on? It just feels uncomfortable now. Let's work on. Was this because of the dream? What is it? Let's just work on this together for a quick second. Can you just do me a favor? Take some slow deep breaths. And just allow yourself to release that block that keeps coming in. Just release it, blow it out. It's no longer welcome. Just let it go. Release it. Release it. Release it. Release it. You're ready. You're ready. You're ready. Feel excitement. You're ready. Your soul is excited and ready. Allow your physical self to be ready too. Just release those blocks. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. I'm going to pull a card for you, TK. Is it that one? The one that's just sitting up? Or keep going? Okay. I was told, I was told to keep going, but take that one too. And TK, you make sure you're getting enough rest too. Rest up. Rest up. That one? The one on the bottom. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm going to give you this one first because one we got. It's nurture, y'all. It's nurture. Hi, let's see. Love Fran Moore. Hi, La Fran Moore. Welcome. And you also have Love Abounds. Love Abounds. Nurture those aspects of you. Oh, look. Look at that. That healing in her hands. That light shining behind her. That kneeling in surrender. Right? That action. That third eye open, that heart chakra open, all that love and light pouring from you. Continue to nurture those parts of you that are in resistance from showing up as your full self. Continue to nurture those parts of you and just choose to release it. I know you choose it, but literally have a conversation with source and let it be known I am choosing to release those blocks. Because as we started talking about it, those blocks started to come up. It feels calmer now, right? It feels more at peace now, but just continue to nurture those aspects of you. And the way that you're going to fully release that is by doing it, right? It's not going to be released and then you do it. You're going to do it and then it'll be released each time you do it. So, literally, today, go live. Go live. And tag as many of us as you can in that live, please. Anything else? I'm being told to show you the bottom card. Believe and succeed. It's in reverse. And the reason why it's in reverse is because you're being called to step up your belief game in yourself, right? And you have 6 and 4, which is 10. So you already know it's time for you to end that cycle of playing small and shine, right? And shine, which is also 10. 19 is 10. Okay, it's time. Anything else? Anything else? They just said, tell TK we have her back. Don't ever doubt it. And I know you don't. I know you don't doubt that they have your back, but they said, tell you that. Don't doubt it. Don't ever doubt it. Don't ever doubt how special and gifted you are. And it's coming in like you don't as it relates to what you know, but now you're expanding out into a world of the unknown, but you know it all because you have access to source. So whatever you don't know in your conscious awareness, it's in your soul and spirit's going to give it to you. Step out on faith and shine your light. It's time and you're ready. Okay? That's your message, TK. And I'm just setting the intention to just allow the healing to continue. Allow it to continue. Okay. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. Let me see if you've been leaving comments. Um, my left arm randomly acts up. Currently, left shoulder, no arm area. Okay, yeah, because in my dream it was the left side. I mean, birds visit my patio all the time. I'm thinking of buying a feeder for them. My mom and I, we were talking about getting one too. I got two. I got two My Little Ponies. Oh, um, Uh, Stephanie said, "Listen, that will preach." TK said, "I'm prone to taking in stray people. My heart hurts for them." Yeah, it's time to stop. It's time to stop. You're being called to stop overextending your energy. Remember back in the day, y'all, some of y'all know this story where I had no boundaries, right? I was serving and I wasn't great at being the detached witness. So when people had a sob story, right? We all have a sob story, right? I would continue to serve. And literally, I was serving a whole bunch of people, and Spirit was like, stop treating this like a hobby. You have free stuff. If you keep going how you going, you're going to burn out and you are not going to be able to serve on the capacity you agreed to. All it took was for Spirit to check me. It was still tough, but once Spirit pulled my coattail and then gave me direction on what to do and how to do it, there was no other choice for me at that point. So then I healed through those parts of me that felt like, let's save everybody, right? Let's be there, and Spirit's like, that ain't what your soul agreed to. Swell down, little man. You know what I mean? So that's how it's coming in for you too. Um, it's a good trait, but that's not what you agreed to. It's taking from what you agreed to. And you'll be guided still. You'll be guided still. Like Spirit still creates space for you to do things that are similar to the things we were being checked to stop doing, right? Spirit does still give you opportunities to do that, but it's more in a balanced way and not a way that distracts from your calling, your purpose, and how you agreed to show up. The scale is much larger than we can think. So sometimes we can sabotage in a way for the sake of serving, right? Right. But there's always, right? There's always someone there to pick up where you left off, right? No one's going to go without. So, yeah, yeah. Um, TK said, yeah, because woo, I am talking. Who am I talking to? It's a screen. LOL. Look, that laugh sounds so fake, but it wasn't. It was real, but it sounds fake. That's how it sounded to me. It was weird. But because I get it, right? So over here on TikTok and other places, that's what it felt like because I wasn't used to it, right? And when I first started, oh my, it felt like that everywhere. But you just let Spirit guide you and you just do it and you get more and more comfortable. And y'all up over here, we here and y'all up over here, we here too now. We getting there. It took some time, but so yeah, so it's just doing it, and just remembering it's not about us, it's not about nothing else, it's just the message. Yeah, maybe we are just talking to a screen. Sometimes there will be zero folks on, and that screen will be all you talking to. And then those that are meant to see it will later. It'll serve whomever. I had someone reach out because they had watched a pick a card reading on the channel, and they were like, "Well, it was over a few years ago. Is it still?" I said, "Oh yeah, it's timeless. The intention is set. It's timeless. If it's for you, wherever you find it, whenever it'll be for you." So we're just planting seeds. We just planting seeds. That's all. You know. This little out of mine. I love that song. It's been time, right? It's been time. The pain in my shoulder is close to my heart area. Okay, okay, okay. Because yeah, in my dream, I was giving you divine source energy healing, and then that left side is what showed up. And I didn't ask Spirit like, what does this mean? I was like, I'll just tell TK, and she could tell me. You are so welcome. Thank you, thank you. Um, Stephanie said, connect with your sisters and let us know when you are going live. We will support you. Yes, yes, yes. Please do. Please do. TK said they are toxic. What should I say to them when they are happy to tear me down? Well, What God has built, can't nobody tear down. And this old shell of mine is just a shell. You could kill the shell, but what's up in here? Can't touch this. No, 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 no. Like for real. That's what it is. That's what it is. I was friends with someone. I thought we were friends. Right? I was feeling like the friendship was kind of running its course, but then I find out, oh, this child been talking about me, been lying on me, been all kind of stuff. And I was just like, whoa, okay, that's what we doing. Okay. You can only show up for me as much as you're showing up for yourself. I pray for your healing and go ahead. It didn't stop. My grandma used to say, one monkey don't stop no show. No one can tear down what God has built, right? No one. They can try, but they can't. They cannot. Once we decide to put on that coat of armor and do this work that we agreed to do, and once we're in alignment with protection, and you know what I mean? Like sometimes when I have my sessions with Jillian, I'll be like, okay, let's work on protection. She'd be like, your grid is very strong. Your protection grid is illuminated. Shoot. My ancestors don't play about me, and yours don't either. So let them go ahead and do whatever their journey is, whatever their journey is. You show up and you be you. You be who you agreed to be. Shine that light. It's not so little, actually. It's a big old bright light. Release that connection to what they're doing. You know what I mean? Again, I'm hearing hammer. Can't touch this. Do, no, no, no. Can't touch this. So I'm so corny, y'all. Whoo. Yeah, yeah. I knew what you meant. Stephanie said she meant us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let us know. Tag us, please. Oh, yeah. TK, we knew it wasn't attitude. Yes. She said, oh, y'all are my sisters. But it's a good thing that you brought that up because that is a part of the fear, right? And literally I'll talk about things to my mom. Hey, thank you for joining. I'll talk about things to my mom and I'll be like, Mom, this is a part of me releasing it, right? Because I'm setting that intention as I'm expressing it. I am releasing it out of my energy, right? So, yeah, release it. Anitra said, we are your sisters and we love you to life. Yes. TK said, Spirit has been bringing up how supported I am outside of my family. Absolutely. Hey, Naya, how are you? Welcome. TK said, I love you, Anitra. And TK said, can't touch this. Hey, for real, you can't touch this. Y'all remember at one time, I believe the mentorship was still REM, right? And I was in the mirror one time, and sometimes in the mirror, my higher self talks to me. My guides will speak to me through me. And so I was in the mirror and they told me, you are unfuckwittable. And at the time, it was so crazy because it was just like, I laughed because they were serious too. They were like, you are unfuckwittable. And they were serious. And so I shared it in RIM, but that has stuck. We are. Right? We are shielded. We are protected. The only thing that can penetrate that protection is what we allow. That's it. That is it. When we start allowing it, the judgment, the ill will, my protection, I got that boomerang protection because whatever you send to me, it's going back to you. Whatever it is. If it's love and light, it makes its way and then it goes back to you. If it's not, it's and it goes right back to you. So we good. You good. You good. Spirit's got you. Now Spirit's just ready for you to just know that, trust that, and to just be you. You just being you. Like literally, you're just being you. That's all this is being you. That's it. That's easy. Just be you. You are someone that receives messages from spirit. You are someone that's guided by spirit. So just be you and just allow that to happen in the process. It's really easy, simple. Just minimize it. We make it so big, but it's not that big. It makes a big difference, but just do it. I'm excited. Let's see. Right. Barbara said my favorite word, right? Because it was so out of the blue and they were so like powerful with it. I was like, whoa, okay, that's what we are. Okay, thank you. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anything else for TK? Nope. Just tell her she got this and we got her. Okay, who was next? Stephanie, you're next. I don't believe Tempest is on. So, Stephanie, you are next. I'm disconnecting from TK's energy, connecting to Stephanie. And thank you so much, TK, for allowing me to serve you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if anyone else is on that would like a reading, just go ahead and send your $25 via Cash App. It is 25 per question or 25 for a general. So, general, okay, awesome. Awesome sauce. What do you have for Stephanie? Do, 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 do. Thank you so much. Anitra, you're after Stephanie? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. They said, Stephanie, we said it once and we're going to say it again. They said, no, we're not going to say it again. We're going to let it be. But they're asking, what are you running from? Is it your greatness, perhaps? You know you're great, but you got a lot more greatness to express. This is not the season of running, not running from, it's a season of running to. You have some unresolved traumas that you have yet to touch. Just the thought of them makes you, at first it felt like shudder, but then now they're saying makes you hide. Trust issues are no longer necessary. You can trust that everyone we bring to your path is there to serve you. Your friendships, you still have a few more people to clean out of your circle. Not that you cut them off completely, but you transition how they show up in your world. Some inner cleaning, it's time. Releasing attachment to who is coming in. To who is like to people, attachment to certain people. And you know who these people are. It's not this big, huge production. It's just time to let it go. It's also time for you to get in touch with your childhood, your dreams, your hopes, your goals, and also your fears and your traumas. It's time for you to release it. It's time for you to stop standing in the sidelines. They're showing me like you show up, but when you show up, it's not your full presence, right? You're operating, and I'm hearing again, sister can't fly with just one wing. You're operating from a place of part of you. And now I'm hearing the Brownstone song, half of you. And that's what Spirit is saying to you. Like, I'm not asking for half of you, I'm asking for all of you. But you won't be able to show up as your full self until you acknowledge those painful aspects of yourself, until you release them, until you let them go, until you heal those parts of you. You have so much to give, but people oftentimes don't get a chance to receive it because you have a wall up. You have a wall of defense up. We are your wall of defense. That wall can be brought down because you're keeping all that love out. Don't be slow to warm up. Just be you. Underneath that wall, you're this warm, loving, compassionate person that only a few people get to experience right away. It's rooted in hurt, fear of trusting, fear of being let down, fear of being hurt. You don't have to do that anymore. Let the world feel that love and that compassion. The more of yourself you show, just strictly you, the more everything's going to grow, including you. You do it sometime, but it takes a while to warm up. What we're telling you is to stop with the warm up. Just be out the gate as yourself. We know you do it, but that pause time, release that. What is that pause time rooted in? Get in touch with that. You have many dreams that you've yet to even start. Some of them may seem silly, but they're not. Bust out your coloring book too. Gets to coloring. Allow yourself to start drawing again. Even if it's just stick figures, draw. Automatic writing is coming through as something for you as well. So when you're sitting with a piece of paper or a color pencil would be even better. That's ideal coming in for your energy. Just allow yourself to close your eyes and take deep breaths and then just write whatever comes. Don't open your eyes until intuitively you feel like you're done and then look at what you've written, what you've created. It may not even be a word, it may be a picture, right? But just doing that, channeling source through the color pencil onto paper is going to be really, I'm hearing both healing and therapeutic for you. Your heart chakra has a few blocks too. Yours is connected to your solar plexus. Stop doubting your power. And it's coming in as two ways. Like the way the world sees you is this person that does not, right? But inside, internally, there are moments where you do doubt your power. And it's time to stop that because you are powerful. You always have been. You always will be. And that feeling of your power getting you in trouble is false, right? It's false. You don't have to dim anymore at all. And you don't have to hide you don't have to hide behind your strength. Why did between come in? Is there a message for that too? Between a rock and a hard spot. You don't have to be. You can choose your way out. So I'm hearing both, but it first requires you to follow the instruction. And at the same time, I'm hearing the guidance we give to you, right? And the instruction doesn't feel like, do what I say. It feels more like if you were putting something together and you have instructions, right? But you decided to put the instructions down and just go for what you know because it looks easy enough. But then when you put it together, you got all these extra parts and you sit in it and it breaks. That's how it's coming in. Like you've asked and we've been guiding you, we've been instructing you, but you're running from it. You keep running from it. So stop. When you stop running, that's when you'll allow us to fully show up for you in the way that you're requiring right now. The thing that you're most concerned about, most worried about, the thing that occupies the most of your mind space. They're saying, and she knows what it is, but she's giving you the message the way we're giving the message to her to give to you. That's when you'll grow into your next level. Stop pressing pause. Be all in your faith, in your trust, in knowing that you're being guided. You are a prophet. You have a message too. But you must first allow us to guide you in order for you to guide them. The feeling that came with that part of your message, it is, I'm going to use the word weird. That's the only word that comes in because it feels like peace, but then it feels like anxiety at the same time. What's that all about? Oh, it's your soul knowing, right? It's your soul knowing and connecting to that. And even there's parts of your mind that know that too and connect with that. But then there's a part of your mind that when the reality of it is processed, it goes like, you know what I mean? That concept of too much is given, much is expected, but spirit is like, there's no expectation, just be in flow, just be you, just be guided. You don't have to do anything except be. You're ready too. I just heard all y'all got time bombs ticking over your head. Turn off the time bomb and just do what you came here to do. You're ready too. We got you and we won't let you down. Which one? Okay. I'm being called to pull from the dead. This is for Stephanie. What message? Who's still on with us over on TikTok? Let me know. Go ahead and leave a comment. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that. It's in reverse, but it's the alchemy card. It's the alchemy card. And so listen, when what was and look, 3811. We got 7 people still on and 7 thumbs up. Look at that. 7 7. There's a message there. Message. And it's 714. What I tell y'all? Multiples of 7. Okay, so look. Every time I say that, I feel like that guy that goes, okay, so boom. But anyways, the alchemy, right? The alchemist within you. You have the power to transmute your experience. You have the power to shift it. You have the power to create it as you choose, right? But part of this block that's coming up, it's also blocking you from being able to pull yourself out of that situation that takes up the most space in your mind, right? So these things that are coming through for you, Those are the tips. Those are the starting points. Stop running. It's time for you to say to spirit, okay, does this serve my highest good once and for all? Okay, I know you said yes, but I'm asking one more time so I can be sure. Okay, it's still yes. Now guide me into it. Make a way. Show me how, right? Don't attempt to do it yourself. Allow spirit to do it for you, right? That guidance you receive when you're guided, do what you're guided to do. This is how you become that master alchemist. It's not so much of you just starting at point zero and then pulling something out of point zero. It's about you turning it over, you totally surrendering, you not allowing human hangups to stop you from doing what spirit is guiding you to do, and letting spirit know, I trust you now. Guide me, show me, make a way, right? Show me your power by making a way for me to do what you've been guiding me to do, right? And that applies to everything, every aspect of life, right? It's about surrender and both turning it over and allowing yourself to be guided. Okay. Anything else? Look at the bottom of the deck. Brazen. And look, your manifestations, it's in reverse as well. So alchemy, manifesting, right? It's time for you to take just this bold move when it comes to your leap of faith, right? It's time for you to be bold and take that leap, right? As spirit has guided you to do. Just take that leap. This is what's going to turn these cards right side up for you, right? Your manifestation card, your alchemy card. And then this one is wounded healer. It's time for you to heal, my love. It's time for you to heal, right? It's time for you to heal. In case it wasn't clear, it's time for you to heal. It's time for you to heal. They said they wasn't going to say it, but they said it anyway in a different way. So, what else would you like me to tell Stephanie? You're also supported. Even the friendships that are shifting now to being more of acquaintances, you're still supported. You're not at a loss. That space is not empty. That space is not empty. Love is eternal. Love lasts forever, right? Between friends, between lovers, between family, even when the physical form of the relationship shifts, the love is always there. The love is now a part of you. Allow yourself to be loved deeper. Allow yourself to be loved deeper. Love yourself a little bit deeper. Treat yourself. Pamper yourself. Allow yourself to be loved deeper. Allow your guides to show you how much they love you. Allow spirit to show you how much you are loved. You don't have to do it yourself. You don't have to do it alone. And I'm hearing Michael singing, You Are Not Alone. Okay, that's all that's coming in for you. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. Let me see what you've been saying. Yes, ma'am. 714 over here too. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. And release the heaviness from your heart. You can take some breaths and then just, not too hard, but just gently breaking up that stagnant energy. Same thing to your solar plexus, just allowing that energy to break up, right? And then just releasing it, right? Releasing it. Okay. So I'm disconnecting from Stephanie's energy. Let's see, I am now moving into Anitra's energy. And okay, let me. Okay, and unless someone else sends over for a reading, Anitra will be the last one. Unless someone else, if there's someone else that would like a reading, then let me know, and then you can send your payment over. Let's see. Stephanie said this has been a wealth of confirmation. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. And I'm hearing this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. Tempest. Oh, Temperance. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Is it Temperance or Tempest? Shanna. I see. Is she on? Thank you for reminding me, because that was my intention, was to do her last if she was not on. At first I was like, well, I could wait to the next one. And Spirit was like, no, just do it last so then she can easily find it. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I did ask and I haven't gotten no confirmation that she was. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So if just in case, remind me again if I look like I'm forgetting. Okay. So Anitra, were you doing a general or did you have a question? Hmm. Let me go ahead and pull a card for us as a collective. Well, actually, you know what? Better yet, well, I'm waiting for Anitra to let me know. Oh, general, I just got it. So what I'm gonna do, this is a little game we play sometimes. I'm just gonna let spirit tell me when to stop and what side, right? What side? Right here, left. Okay. So it says, allow, this is for all of us, y'all. This is for the collective. It says, allow all of the pieces to gently fall into place. Don't resist, just embrace. Your own personal energies are combining to bring you to a new level of being whole and perfect. This will allow your relationships to fall into place beautifully as well. To support this process of integration, work with the concept of having an open and grateful heart. Express appreciation for the many blessings in your life. As you go through your day, be aware of the grace that surrounds you. Grace shows itself in ways both large and small. The larger manifestations of grace may be your family, your health, and your home. However, there are many smaller manifestations of grace that can be acknowledged. Appreciate the warm sun on your face, the cool breeze blowing through your hair, the lovely flowers growing from a crack in the stone wall. By being grateful, you surround yourself with contentment, and through the law of attraction, you will welcome more of the same, including more fulfilling relationships. Okay, y'all, I can't make this up. Isn't this how we started in Power Hour? Talking about the same thing. It says the affirmation is I acknowledge my many blessings and am open to receiving my heart's desires. Oh, that's it. That was it. Y'all remember 357? Weren't they on? No, JJ Fad. Anyways, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tempest, okay. So Anitra would like a general spirit. What message do you have for Anitra? I'm hearing the song This Little Light of Mine. I'm gonna let it shine again. Go live about your teas, Anitra. Sip tea, spill the tea, have online tea parties, invite others to join you as they taste your tea for the first time. Get their genuine first reaction. All these are going to be helpful and fun ways to share more of who you are. They said it's not your average tea, and you're not your average tea maker. It's your energy. And then another guy came in. It's your energy for me. It's time for you to get back on your platform in a way that feels natural and fun for you. You're not meant to hide, but it's the lives that are key. Doing more of those are going to be beneficial, not just in your material world, but also on your soul level. It's time for you to remember that we can allow you to pause if that's what you choose to do. We can allow you to fall back if that's what you choose to do. We can do whatever you choose to do. So just get clear on what you're choosing to do. Get the clarity within yourself. Continuing to talk about it is good because as you talk about it, you receive new revelations. Don't put up the wall and shut down. We can feel that it's been removed, but this is for the future. Don't put it up and shut down. Allow yourself to continue to grow. Allow yourself to continue to show the world who you are and how bright your light shines. You have so many people that follow you and look up to you without even telling you. So just show up for self. And when they say show up for self, it's also show up for them, right? Them is what felt like it came first, but it was quickly brought in as self because it's all one. It's all one, right? We have a plan for you based on what you agreed to do. We have a path for you based on what you chose. Allow it to unfold. Just allow it to unfold. Don't push it, but don't resist it either. Get back to the fun. And I'm hearing the song, Into the Thick of It, Into the Thick of It, right? And then now I'm hearing, nobody's going to know. They're going to know. Nobody's going to know if you don't show them who you are now. People care about who you are now. People are ready to see who you are now, to engage in who you are now, to invest in who you are now. People are ready, and so are you. We told y'all before, this is an energy of what's next. This is an energy of feeling. This is an energy of being. Don't stop being you because you're still shifting and learning how to be you. That's all that's happening. You're still in that growth phase of shifting into the next phase. Don't stop. Don't give up. We know you won't, but we're reassuring you. You are on. I'm hearing both the right path, the correct path, and your path that serves your highest good. Now they're talking about craft, and it's not macaroni. Mastering your craft is simply you being you in every moment. Mastering your craft is all it takes, is just you being you. All that quirkiness that everyone loves, be that. Be that on live. All the gatherings you enjoy, do that. Do that. Just flow into your fun, flow into your grace. Don't you worry about money. We got you. We got that. Let us do the heavy lifting. You just allow us to guide you, and we'll guide you right to your abundance. See, like where you at now? You are right there. You are doing it. You are making it happen. Look at how things are shifting. Why? Because you shifted. You didn't give up. You kept going. We're proud of you. Keep going. Stop making excuses for other people. Allow yourself to hold them to the same standard you hold yourself to. It's only fair. Expect what you're willing to give. And not in the sense of expectation, how we talk about not having expectation, but in the energy of give and take. You deserve what you give. Don't accept anything less. You have more to come. There's more on the horizon. So just allow it in. Give us permission to step in. Give us permission to guide you deeper. We will. Make a clear choice of what you're choosing. Doesn't have to be now. But the clearer you are, the clearer we become. There's so much more in store. They said we get happy every time we come into your energy field. There's so much sunshine there. And they're just showing me fairies, like there's a feeling of fairy energy. And now they're showing me a jack in a box. But I'm hearing the dun, 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 dun. The Adams Family song is what I'm hearing though, like the little instrumental part. Slow down, but don't stop. Pause, but don't quit. Surrender, but don't stop fighting for you. You know what you agreed to. Your soul knows. Stay connected deeply with your soul, even in the midst of the transition, even in the midst of learning more, figuring out, discovering, self discovery. Stay, stay. They said, stay a while. It's nice here. And they have a teacup, like the china, glass china, and they're pouring you a cup of tea. And this isn't creepy, it just is. And they say, now back to religion. We'd like you to take what is necessary and share it. You're the bridge between what man has made and what God has made. Your interpretations will come from us. Just be open. It won't feel like what you think. It won't. Just be open. We'll guide you. Randomly, it'll just come in, but first you must be open. Are you open? Have a conversation. Let us know. We're waiting. Are you open? Your soul is open, but is your mind, your heart, are you on board? Is every part of you on board and open? There's no pressure, so don't feel pressure. Just be. How often have you allowed yourself to really just be? There's always some sort of pressure that's looming over you. Just be. We are here supporting and guiding you into you learning to just be. Joy is yours. Grace is yours. Abundance is yours. Just be. Financial freedom is yours. It's all rooted in your fun. How much fun can you have will equate how much money you can have. So have fun and lots of it. Trust us. We trust you with the deepest, darkest secrets of the universe. Just allow. Which one? Okay, so I said pull a card from the purple deck. Ooh, I am going to, that one, look how it came in. Look at that. Oh, and look, it's in reverse. But you see what it is? It's joy. And the reason why it showed up like this when I was holding the deck is because you get to choose it at any time, right? You get to choose it. The key to your abundance in all areas of your life is your joy. And you see how Mother Earth is just nurturing that and a whole new world, is nurturing that baby and a whole new world is being formed? That is the universe. That is source. That is God nurturing you, right? And then it's just easy, right? It's just easy and comforting and it feels good, right? And you become. Look at how the baby is morphing into, right? So you become source energy as you allow yourself to connect to it, be guided by it, and share from it. Anything else? The bottom, shame and surrender. Look, ooh, oh, okay, there. The surrender's still showing. Okay, but that showed up. Is there a message there too? Um, wow, I'm just gonna show you all these. So you have shame, level up, and surrender. So you're being called to release any feelings of shame associated with any aspect of your life, but particularly as you are coming back into the awareness of, I can just be me and I don't have to do anything I don't choose to do. Make sure you don't associate with any feelings of, what was I thinking, right? They're really emphasizing that too is just a part of your journey. And they saw it coming because you and them discussed it before you even started this journey. So it's all a part of your journey. And there's even going to be a lesson there that you're going to share eventually with someone or someone's, right? So yeah, that is all that's coming in. Anything else? They said, nope, just tell her we have her back and we appreciate her. I said, that's all. So that is your message, Anitra. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. I'm going to go ahead and log off over here because, oh, look at that. Me doing it with the first. Y'all know last time it was like, how do I do this? Right? Oh, people were sending diamonds and gifts and stuff, and I didn't even see it. So I'm thanking them because that's nice. Thank you. Um, so yes, let's see what you're saying. Oh, you're welcome. You are so welcome. So welcome. And I'm hearing a song, time on my hands since you've been away, boy. I ain't got no plans. No, no, no. That's what's planned. But it's planned in connection to you, in nature. Time. You got time. You got time. Now all of a sudden it wants to vibrate. 7:34. Thank you. 7:34. There's a message. Okay, so thank you, Anitra. I'm disconnecting and I am moving into Tempest energy, and she is doing a general reading. Yes, I'm going down. I am Connecting to Tempest energy. What do you have for Tempest spirit? Okay. I was told the green book, do the whole, and tell me when to stop. This is for you, Tempest. We're going to get into it, whatever it is. Right here? Okay, tell me when to stop. Right here? They said left side, and then you're going to do it again. So, Tempest, it says a reminder that positive energy is available to you to manifest what you truly desire. In addition to trust, this is a card of action and opportunity. Once we know that the universe has our back, we are free to take that all important leap of faith and pursue our dreams concerning affairs of the heart. Put aside any fear, disillusionment, frustration, or hopelessness and open your heart to what you desire. Do it now with the carefree innocence you had as a child and expect to receive what you require. Take steps to find love or to improve or strengthen a relationship. Take some risk and maintain an attitude of positive expectancy. Whether it's a relationship with another person or the relationship with yourself, now is the time to take action. Even a good relationship can be improved. What steps can you take to achieve what you desire? And the affirmation is I open myself to giving and receiving love that is for my highest good. Okay. And then Spirit said, do it again. Right here. Okay. Refusing to see. It says, this card speaks about how important it is to see relationships as they really are, rather than how you'd like them to be. This is not always an easy or comfortable thing to do. However, in order to make correct decisions in a relationship, you must be clear about it. Are you maintaining the status quo even though the current situation may not meet your needs, may not serve your highest good? Are you at an emotional impasse in a matter of the heart? At this time, you may be withdrawing emotionally from a relationship or the desire to make a decision regarding the relationship. This does not serve your best interest. You must open your eyes and your heart to the truth. Be honestly assessing the situation. By honestly assessing the situation, you'll know just what it serves your highest good to do. Knowing the truth will make your decision easier and will lead you to more fulfilling relationships. So, as I was finishing up that, what I'm being told to tell you is that there's no such thing as a loss, right? And this isn't just pertaining to relationship. This is pertaining to also, I'm receiving like lost money, lost. Sometimes you feel like I took a loss, right? Even in friendships, I invested this time, I took a loss. Spirit is just reminding you there is no such thing as a loss. But what you are being called to do right now is to reevaluate aspects of your life that aren't serving you anymore. And you're being called to be open to letting them go, right? Because you're filling up space that's meant for something else. And it's actually hindering you and blocking you. Your frequency has been a little bit down lately, more down than your usual state of being. And although it's not so down where just the average person can tell, you feel it. And those that are super close to you, they feel it. They notice it, whether they've said something or not, mostly because they can't really put their finger on it. So instead of just calling you out or pointing it out, they're like, well, I don't got no solution. I don't really know what to tell you. So I'm not about to just. So, but yeah, it's time for you to really get in touch with those things that are holding you back energetically from allowing yourself to receive the greatness that's in store for you. And right now, it is coming in the form of people's energy, right? Also, career. It's time for you to really start thinking about your career choices. And you're not necessarily being called to walk away from your current career path, but how can you shift it so that it's more aligned with who you are today, right? There's some stale energy just in your energy field, and it's stale because it's no longer serving you, but you're holding on to it from fear, right? And you don't even associate it as fear, right? In every aspect. Some you're like, yeah, I'm a little bit afraid of that. I'm kind of not really feeling it. I'm cool for now. But other things that you don't even associate as fear, it's still rooted in fear. So you're being called to do some self-evaluating, to get in touch with what you're truly feeling, to get in touch with what you truly desire, to get in touch with what truly makes you happy in all areas of your life. And if you're not receiving equal give and take, it's time to cut ties. It's time to send that love and light and healing from a distance, but to allow yourself the time and space to heal and grow into the being that you are today, right? You have grown in so many ways, but there's so many aspects of you that are still existing in that old energy of who you once were. And so a lot of people are still seeing you in that way, and you're no longer that way at all. So it's time for you to now show yourself who you are so the world can see who you are. As you start to embrace and accept who you are, then those in your outside world, those around you will start to align with that. But you haven't really made a clear decision on who you are today by staying stuck in that old stagnant energy, right? So it's just time for self inventory and energy check, right? Does this still align? Does that still align? Like going down the line of all the major things in your life that you're experiencing, to just see, does this align? And it's not enough to just ask yourself, right? It's about you connecting to your highest self and also to spirit and asking to be shown and to be guided. And the reason I say that is because when you are asking yourself, a lot of times we go into the mind space to get the answer. And that's not where this answer is going to come from. Because in your mind space, it's so much easier to just say, yeah, everything's good, because it feels like work sometimes to release things or to move into a new frequency. But that is all dependent on how you look at it, right? You can look at it as Dora, you're on an adventure of self discovery, right? And it's fun and it's exciting. And then it shifts energetically how you approach it, right? Which will also shift what you receive while you're approaching it. Anything else? Okay, this is what I heard. We don't have no problem with you, no problems with you. So why you got a problem with us? Okay, so what is this literal or is this another encrypted message? We don't got no problem with you. So why you got a problem with us? Stop doubting, right? Stop doubting. Allow your faith to get where it once was and to go beyond that. Stop doubting. Where you're at right now has nothing to do with you not being protected or you not being guided or you not being shielded or you not being loved. It's just a part of your journey. That's it. Like there's no hidden messages or meanings behind why you're currently at this crossroads, right? This is just an opportunity for you to reevaluate, right? It's like, think in terms of from time to time, you'll notice like certain celebrities that are really into their image, they'll change their entire brand, right? They'll change their entire image. You're at a period where you're being called to just change your entire energy, right? Like, does it still align? If it doesn't, it's time to let it go. If it does, okay, how does it fit into my life now, right? This is actually an exciting time to get deeper in touch with who you are and where you're choosing to be. And you do have the utmost support in spirit realm, the utmost support. You have very strong ancestors that come through for you. You also have angels, right? Angels. I'm even hearing earth angels. You have earth angels. People are always willing to just give you something, right? Whether it's their heart, whether it's their time, whether it's their energy, whether it's money, whether it's opportunity, right? People will look at you as lucky. You have been fairly lucky, but it's because of all the support that you have in this realm and beyond. So just take hold of that and see it as the blessing that it is. It's not really luck, it's just blessings. You're just blessed, right? You've earned your blessings. And not just from the good deeds you've done in this lifetime. You've earned your blessings from the good deeds you've done in multiple lifetimes. You've earned your blessings from the good deeds that your ancestors that once walked this earth have done. And they included you, their offspring, which includes you, in reaping the benefits of those rewards. You come from a line of healers. You come from a line of givers. You come from a line of teachers, right? Shamans, medicine men and women. You come from that. So now it's time for you to allow that internal healing to begin, right? Just laying there with your ancestors, like lay back and be like, okay, work on me, and then let them go to work, right? Take those deep breaths. If you fall asleep, so be it. But it's time for you to connect deeper to your divine spirit team and just have faith and trust and stop doubting your path and stop doubting yourself, okay? Everything is working out for you. Everything will work out for you. Just take a time out to really get to know who you are in this period of your life. It's not a whole lot that has changed, but the things that have shifted, that have changed, are significant enough to the point where it's time for you to look at it, right? And then just move accordingly. Okay. I'm being told to shuffle and then pull from the bottom. That one just jumped out. Are we keeping it? We are? Okay. And am I still? Okay. Ooh, this bottle. Look, new vitality. New vitality. That's all. That's all this is. And look, change your focus. So yeah, it's just about getting deep, allowing yourself to receive that newness, that new, right? And then once you receive it, you just shift your focus. That's it. What you focus on, you'll create, right? It's not like a bunch of heavy lifting, right? But just allow the change to come. And I'm hearing the song, "A Change Gonna Come." And look at that rainbow and the sparkly and the music. Your soul is excited for this newness. You may feel led to eat some blueberries too, even if you just put it in a smoothie. Some blueberries, organic blueberries coming in for you. Also, an offering. You may go out in nature and eat some organic blueberries and just leave a few for Mother Earth. But yeah, that's your message, Tempest. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. Thank you. Hey, Denise, my beautiful sister. How are you? Are you still on? Because I see where mom said Denise Nicole. Hello, darling, daughter. But I don't see you. I don't see you. So, is anyone else getting a reading this evening, y'all? You know what I just did? Okay, so the iPhone is here. The iPhone right here on the little stand from where we were live over there. The Samsung is here. Now I'm shining the light in my face. I'm looking for the Samsung. I navigate the Samsung so much better. Like I'm so familiar with it that certain things I don't even attempt to do with the iPhone because it's just easier on Samsung. Even like the keyboard, with Samsung, you can press the M, hold it, and it becomes a question mark. You could do that with all kind of characters. On iPhone, you cannot. I cannot. So I'm just checking to see if anyone else sent in for a reading before we leave, just to make sure I don't miss anyone. And there is not. It's 7:46, you guys. So look up. Spirit said do it now. So I'm gonna do it now. Okay. I'm gonna look up 7:46. I'm here. 777 Okay. Let us see. 746. 746 is a combination of the energies and attributes of the number 7 and 4 and the vibrations of number 6. Number 7 relates to study and learning, spiritual awakening, divine and inner wisdom, emotions and feeling, mysticism, empath and psychic abilities, persistence of purpose and determination, and good fortune. Number 4 is associated with practicality and application, hard work and responsibility, traditional values, honesty, integrity, patience and diligence, and determination to achieve goals. Number 4 also relates to our passion and drive and the energies of archangels. Number 6 encourages personal willpower, independence, initiative, action, problem solving, and overcoming obstacles, showing gratitude, love of home and family, service to others and selflessness, responsibility and reliability, providing for the self and others, and nurturing. Angel number 746 brings a message from your angels that the diligence, determination, and responsibility you have shown has held you in good stead in regards to your personal spirituality, and you have manifested a continued supply of abundance and prosperity into your life. Trust that your material and monetary needs will always be met, and you and your loved ones are safe and protected. Have no fear of lack or loss and continue on with your great work. Angel number 746 encourages you to pay attention to your own energies and be aware of your true self on all levels. Find quiet time to connect with your inner self, and you will discover which issues may require your attention: intellectual, emotional, physical, and or spiritual. Listen to your intuitive knowing and use it for your highest good. Take responsibility for your own spiritual growth, and you will take many positive steps towards a more comfortable and suited inner life, outer life, and lifestyle. Angel number 746 indicates that your positive affirmations and prayers have been heard by the angels and are being positively responded to. Trust that all of your needs will be met as you live and serve your divine life purpose. And it breaks down to angel number 8. So this is wrapping up what we started talking about, been talking about. Like, spirit is so amazing, y'all. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. So, hey, sis, I'm glad you're on. I'm glad. Did you, Anitra? That's so amazing. Full circle. Full circle. And he just said, Samsung Life. Okay, I said it like that. She probably didn't say it like that, but oh man. The last affirmation is going on my mirror. Awesome, Stephanie. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, now I see where you said, hey, sister and soul family. Hey. Stephanie says she probably did. Probably. Oh man. So yes, y'all, this is our Empower Hour. And like Sharon reminded me, the next one we will be at the Accelerator Retreat. Now, y'all, like I told you before, I got one spot left at the Accelerator Retreat. That's next month. So if you're interested in joining us, it's in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Georgia, October 3rd through the 6th. Join us. Connect with me if you're interested. If you're being guided to do so, do so. Also, the all inclusive retreat is happening next October 2023. I'm currently enrolling for that. Of course, you can pay in full if you choose to, but you can also do a payment plan. So the sooner you sign up, the longer you have to pay. If you're being guided by spirit, come on, let's do it. Right. And then I am currently also accepting enrollment for the Activating You mentorship. So if you're ready for that, connect. Let's do it. Okay. Some of you, I know Spirit's been guiding you for quite some time. And so now is your time. Right. So just check in one more time if you still got doubt. And if you get a yes, go for it. If you get a no, don't go for it. If you get a right now, not right now, then not right now. Right. But check in with Source and see. All right. Let's do it. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, so much gratitude. I thank you for being here and allowing me to serve you and for serving each other, you guys. Like, yeah, let's just, connect with each other, connect. And again, if you haven't followed all my platforms, click the link in my description and you'll see all the platforms. Join me, join me. Deasia just put something in Dropbox. So, hey, Deasia, in case you see the replay. So, oh, okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I will hold off then. Let me know. Would you like a general reading or would you like a question? Hey, Deasia, you heard me just see you just put some. Did you put something in Dropbox? Because I saw it pop up, or was that the system being wonky again? Did you? You been in the background? Awesome, awesome. Deasia's somebody else to follow. On TikTok, she's starting. I'm gonna turn this light off, y'all, because oops, I'm gonna turn it off. I have some watermelon in there with my fruit roll up, y'all, and some tahini. It's something that I just realized tahini got salt. Oh, that is such a great snack. It is so good. Y'all, my mouth is watering just telling you about it. I'll be in bed thinking about that, like for real. And I'll be really contemplating, am I about to get up and get some? The other night, the only reason why I didn't is because it wasn't cut. If the watermelon was cut, I for sure would have gotten up and had some. So good. I like to get the Jolly Rancher fruit roll-ups. I like to eat like I get two at a time based on the amount of watermelon that I eat, and I like to bite one of the green ones, eat the watermelon, and then I'll do the pink one, eat the watermelon. It is so good, so good. Sometimes I'll get some chamoy, sometimes because it tastes really good without the chamoy too. But let me know if you taste it and what you think. Oh, you did Monday's Real. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yes, yes, yes. Do you have a question, Denise, or a general? Let me know. Let me know. See, I didn't make that note, y'all. Okay, so now I'm just randomly chatting while I wait for Denise to let me know. Shantae Moore. Thank you. I just saw your payment come in. Shantae Moore. Everything's gonna be okay. Look up her live performance on here. Her voice is so beautiful, y'all. And I know Shantae Moore had a beautiful voice, right? She's one of those underrated singers, but oh my goodness. And the whistle tone, I just found out, or the high pitch that Mariah, Minnie Riperton, all of them do. What it is, it's like you're whistling with your throat. Did you guys know that? Because I did not know that. I just thought it was like however you're singing, but it's like you're whistling with your throat. And so some singers have the ability to like control their throat. And so anyway, she in the live performance I'm talking about, she has on jeans, I believe, and a white blouse, and her hair's in a bun, and she's sitting on stage. And number one, she's sitting and she's singing. I'm telling you, so good. The way I knew what she was doing with her throat and how you create that tone was because I'm subscribed to all kind of silly stuff, but this guy is a vocal coach, and he kind of takes like people singing, and then he just kind of talks about what they're doing, and and he was like, that's how she's making that sound. It's like they're whistling with their throat. I can barely whistle with my lips, let alone my throat. Shoot. I For years I was attempting to have my grandfather teach me how to whistle with my fingers. I still don't know how, y'all. Can you? Can any of y'all whistle with your fingers? Because I still can't. I can. Oh, speaking of that, my grandmother used to always be like, don't whistle in the house, right? Let me tell you why. I found out now, since I've been on my spiritual journey, whistling is a way to call in spirits, right? So the fact that we protected up over here, we as in us, right? Because you protected too. We only have highest light and love coming in. But that's why, have y'all heard that don't whistle in the house? There's all kind of superstitions that, our elderly family members would say, and, like split the pole. I still don't know why we are not called to split the pole. I mean, I could ask spirit, right? But as far as like, what other, like if you would accidentally sweep her foot, oh, she get that salt, throw it behind, she spit on the broom, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so the whistling though, that's why, because that's a way to call in spirits. So whenever you like to call in your highest light and love spirit team, just whistle, let them know, come on through. And always make sure you make it clear that it's highest light and love. For those of us that don't know, you can't whistle at all. Like, I mean, I barely do it like that, but Popo used to have his fingers, and it'd be loud. You could hear it all up the street. And he just said, I haven't mastered whistling. Right? Yeah, Momo was like, don't be whistling in the house. Oh, splits the energy, maybe. Hmm. When you said that and I was tapping in, Spirit was saying when that energy splits, it allows things to come between you. Huh. Oh, look, TK said, yeah, it breaks folks apart. Look at that. See, yeah, because that's what Spirit was saying. It allows something to come between you. Like once it's split, energy can come between you. So look at that. See, all we got to do is ask Spirit, y'all. hmm Dear said, I can do it for a second at a time and then it stops. Let me see. Y'all know what song that was? Um, my mom said I saw her live in Oakland. She is a tiny woman. She can sing, right? She can sing. Only split poles with people you want to get rid of. Splitting a pole causes division. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Oh, and I used to split the pole just to get under her skin when I was a kid being annoying. I would be like splitting the pole. It didn't come between us though, but it's good to know. If she had never said that, we wouldn't be having this conversation right here. So yes, yes, yes. Denise, did you let me know? Was it a general or a question? General. Okay. I was feeling general too. Yeah, I tell you, I be acting like I can't ask spirit. But I'm gonna tell you something though. Here's the thing. I was telling my mom one day, I was like, I choose to not deal with people from the psychic perspective sometimes, right? Like I choose to just be like how everybody else would, how you deal with me before you knew I was psychic. You wouldn't expect me to just know stuff, right? You would be like, let me tell her, right? So it's weird because when I ask certain questions, and I be like, you act like you're not psychic, like you can't just ask spirit. Do y'all find yourself doing that too? Like, just let me be normal. Although, what is normal? This is my normal, right? You know? So, anyways, I'm hearing that song Act Like You Know playing in my head right now. So, okay. General. It's funny though, never losing that awe, Like I'll be like, how do we know this? And my mom will be like, cause you say you gotta-" oh yeah. But it's just be like, oh, spirit just said, or oh, do y'all go through that, or am I just as weird as I know I am? Okay, enough of me. Um, right? Like although we know we can tap in like that, like certain things, it's just like, feed it to me. So yeah, Deja said yes. All right, good. I'm not the only one. Yeah. That's just because y'all weird too. Okay. Anyways, I'm connecting to Denise energy. Spirit, what message do you have for Denise? I just heard job well done, my child. Denise, don't be afraid to get started on this part of your journey. It's time for you to be all in and it's time for you to go for what you know. Don't look at it the same way you looked at all your other tasks. This isn't a task, this is a journey. Don't look at it as something to, I'm hearing conquer, overcome, combat, and win. Just see it as a part of who you are. Go back to engaging. Go back to confronting your fears and the parts of you that you oftentimes keep hidden. Allow yourself the support and love of a spiritual community and family. It is available to you, so allow it in. You don't have to be afraid of betrayal. You don't have to keep things secret and quiet. You don't have to hide anymore. You're so in the spotlight, but yet you still hide the most transparent parts of your soul. That's the part of you that the world is waiting to see. That's the part of you that's going to put you on the map. That's the part of you that's going to make you famous. Let's be real, it's still a goal. We still working on it for you and with you. Allow us to guide you there. There is a purpose in that. There is a reason in that. And although at times you fluctuate back and forth between, do I, don't I? The answer is yes. Because it wasn't just a calling or a craving in the mind or heart or soul of a little girl. It's also a part of your calling and your purpose, which is why it was there in the first place. You still have that connection to those young teenage girls that you had an intention to touch and to teach and to reach. That's still a part of your mission, very much so. So, no matter what you do, don't abandon that. Don't forget about that aspect of who you are, because that aspect of who you are is a big part of who you are. And it's a big part of the shift that is happening in the collective. It is so necessary to reach people at that point. That point where they don't quite listen to their parents, but yet they'll listen to someone else that makes sense, that treats them like a human being and not a child. That part that's not judging them. That part that is simply loving them through it because you can relate. That is your purpose. Relate to who you were when you were a teenager and start with your daughter. It's something for you to do together. Bring her into that. She too has a lot of wisdoms as she navigates through her own fears, her own doubts, her own insecurities. It's time for you both to grow in that together. A mother cannot give what she did not have. It's true for every mother. Every mother can look at an aspect of self that they had at a time, lost at a time, that they couldn't give at this time. They said, explain. What they're saying is, in a past life, right? You've had certain things you didn't bring with you into this lifetime. Also, in soul form, you have everything, but when you incarnate, sometimes those things aren't readily available because it's that journey of discovering, that journey of coming into, right? That's what they mean by that. And then you were bringing something else, but now I totally forgot it since you told me to explain. Oh, okay. They also, so for me and Asim, my oldest, for those of you that don't know, there are certain things that since I've been on my spiritual journey, I've been like, oh my goodness, it would have been so nice to have known these things or to have been in this place when Asim was still at home so that I could teach him these things or share these things with him or pass them along to him, right? And so now we're coming full circle and he's moving here and we'll have that opportunity, right? And so what Spirit was saying when that was coming in about, we all as mothers have something that we would have liked to have given our children that we didn't necessarily have in the moment when we were raising them. What spirit would like you to know is that you're not done yet. You're not done. This is it's a passion project for both of you. It's even important for you two to consider a book together, right? From the voice of a mother and daughter, right? As you navigate through this journey, this transition, share it because this is a part of your purpose. Allow her to find her way. Just love and support her. Allow her to find her way. We know it's love. We know it's worry, but release it. She is going to find her way. She is finding her way. Give more time and attention to Kingston. Not you're not doing a bad job. You're doing a good job. These are just things that we're giving you to do better. You always like to know how can you do better, right? You are better. Do better. That's all. Just keep doing better. Better is who you are. Just keep doing you and we'll keep guiding you and pointing things out. But we are here commending you. They said viciously, right? And it's just like this clapping is like, yes. Like they're like into it, like, yes. We're rooting for you. We know you got this. Just rely on us a little bit more. Go a little bit deeper. And then deeper and then deeper and then some more deeper. That's all. Just go deeper and deeper and deeper. Don't be afraid of what you're going to find. Think about when you're digging for treasure, right? You go as deep as you can until you get to that treasure. You are the treasure that you uncover the deeper you go. Stop falling short when it comes to you. We told you this, and we're going to keep telling you. Stop falling short when it comes to you. They say you tall, 6'10" and higher. Okay, they're telling me to pull from this deck. What do you have for Denise Nicole Franklin? What do you have for Denise Spirit? Sacred lust. What's the message here? They're saying tell her to stop being afraid to express her sexual desires and fears. Speak your truth. What is it that you require? And also exploring where you are now, because where you are now is much different where you were before. Speaking up and getting in touch with what it is that turns you on mentally, emotional, spiritually, and physically. And don't be afraid to acknowledge the things that are lacking. That's the only way you can build upon the foundation of whatever it is. You can't grow it if you ignore it. They said, okay, that's all. Look at the bottom of the deck. Intuition and good juju. So good juju is upright, intuition is in reverse. So they're just telling you just to follow it, just connect deeper, just allow yourself to be guided more often than not, right? Allow yourself to be guided more often than not. No more figuring it out yourself, no more being in that headspace. All guidance, all guidance. We're so proud of you. You're doing such a great job. We're so proud of you. Keep going. Don't stop. And I'm hearing, don't stop believing. That's what's playing. We haven't seen a lot in a while. A lot that just popped in my head. A lot that hasn't been with us in a while. Even though I communicate with a lot that outside of here, she hasn't been with us in a while. Send some prayers for a lot of y'all. Just prayers and energy. And also send some prayers and energy to my beautiful sister Denise and her family. Yeah. Weirdos unite. Absolutely. Anything else, Spirit? The Spirit just said, tell Denise she is the prize. She is the prize. She is the prize. Whoever has you is lucky. You are the prize. Stand in your truth, express your truth no matter what. That goes for every aspect of your life. You are the prize. In every aspect of your life, you are the prize. Whoever gets you in work, in love, in play, in sisterhood, in brotherhood, in friendship, you are the prize. In motherhood, you are the prize. Remember, you are the prize. You attract what you are. Be that prize that you are so we can bless you with more prizes. And you are the winner. You are lucky right now. You're lucky right now, is what they're saying. Luck is on your side right now. Luck is on your side. If you play the lottery and you win, sis, you know, my birthday, February 28th, the girls' trip. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, your luck right now is elevated, is what they're saying. Whatever that means to you, do with it as you will. Hmm. They said girls' trip. Okay, but this is not about the joke about you winning, but it is still time for that trip that we have been planning forever. We haven't had a girls' trip since 2012. It's time. Yes, ma'am. It's time. They say, yes, it's time. It's past time. And they say you will be at one of those retreats next year, but that is not the girls' trip that we talking about. Start with the accelerated retreat next year. Work your way up to the all inclusive. Yeah. I said, that's it. We're done. Y'all can talk later. And I know that's because we have been planning to talk and we haven't talked. Y'all know I'm horrible at the phone. I'm horrible at the phone. But yeah, Spirit's got you always. And you have so much love surrounding you and so much protection surrounding you. So tap into that at night. That love and that protection that's surrounding you. Tap into that at night. Like allow it to cover you like a warm blanket because it is there for you. It is there for you. Okay. And they said, that's all. That's your message. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. Let's see. Oh, Alaka! What? Okay, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Alaka, I was literally like, I was in the middle of a reading. I was like, Alaka haven't been with us in a while. I said, we've been communicating outside of this, but I was like, can y'all just send some prayers to Alaka? Have you been here the whole time or did you just jump on? Oh, no, because you said, did she? Look at that. Look at that. We at the end now. This is the end. Is this the end? Remember the song? Yeah, it's the end, y'all. But hey, I sure did mention you. Denise said, just got home. Let me go get a ticket. Message received 2018. LOL's time. 2018? Wait, we didn't have no girls trip in 2018. We had our girls trip when I divorced Marcus when we went to Vegas. We had a girls trip in 2018? No, I moved here in 2019. What girls trip are you talking about? Am I tripping? October 2023. Yes, ma'am. That's the all inclusive. You more than welcome. There will be an accelerated before that though. Um, okay. I know we both horrible at the phone. It's all good. I just asked to send you some prayers and was just mentioning how you haven't been on with us for Empower on a while. And asked that, that's all. Wow, that's amazing. Mexico. Oh yeah. I totally forgot. That one don't count though. That one don't count. That one don't count. It kind of count, but it don't really count. I totally forgot about that. Oh yeah. I'm just checking to make sure no one else sent in so that I'm not missing anyone. No, no, no. So y'all, 10 more days. 10 more days. And then the unpacking begins. I still have some packing to do. Yesterday I went home and I packed. I packed a lot, a lot. Mom says she's horrible about the phone also. Yeah, y'all. It's like, I love you. I be thinking of you. I be sending all this love and stuff. Like she know my heart. But yeah. A lot said, keep the prayers coming. I've been really busy working on my new successful business. Yes, 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 yes. Can't wait for you to share. I miss you too. Yeah, your presence is always noticed when it's not here. It's always noticed. I'll do one more if you'd like to get one. Um, let's see. Barbara said, best of luck with the move. I know you're going to love it. Thank you. I am so excited. So I'm so ready to be done with this, y'all. But you know what? Like I was telling you earlier, I'm grateful. They serving my highest good, y'all. I just have never met a company. I mean, I know companies lie, but just so blatant with it. First it was the refrigerator. Oh, we contact you every day. I was like, if it's just because it's heavy and you don't feel like walking it up the stairs because it's heavy and it's hot, say that. Because I would appreciate that. I'll respect that a lot more than you lying, saying you've been calling me every day. I said, so you were calling me with COVID? Here's my call log. Who you been calling? It hasn't been me. And then the manager, oh yeah, he wasn't fully honest. I'm glad you were able to show that. He wasn't not fully honest. He lied. Right. And then when we talking about the mold, well, I know we offered to switch you units, but you weren't interested. What? When? Just because you say you did it doesn't magically make it so. Just because you say you offered, you did not. I'm like, how did they just now they can't find my lease? Like, what? Y'all, but I'm slow. I will admit I am so slow because it did not hit me until Spirit was like, they trying to get out of liability. They liable. Spirit done already said what Spirit done said. So I'm grateful. I am. And I'm searching. What else do you have for me in this experience? What other lessons is in this experience? Because it's almost over. Let's go ahead and get them all, right? Let's get them because y'all, I keep telling you, like we're all in this threshold of transition, right? We're in this threshold of transition. And I know for me personally, and Spirit has also let me know it's happening for a lot of people in the collective, that we are at a point where everything is coming to a head to finish out this cycle. And as everything is coming to a head to finish out this cycle, we're moving into like reaping all the benefits of what we have been, the fruits of our labor, right? All of our healing, all of the good juju we've been putting out, we're getting it back. All those high vibe frequencies, right? All the good stuff. It's all like we're there, right? This is why Spirit keeps saying, like, don't stop, you right there. So sometimes everything does feel like it's coming to a head because when I tell you, it feels like there is so much going on. Like yesterday, I was packing and I just felt like crying. And I did. I was sitting there crying, just, tears and all. I'm like, well, you know why I'm crying, but I am, like I feel like crying, so I'm doing it. You know what I mean? But it's all coming to a head so that once it's over, we're in this fresh state of existence. So yeah, so don't give up. Just keep going. You right there. You are right there. We are all right there. Like we're ending a cycle right now. And this is one of the biggest cycles that we have experienced during our journey. Like if you're on here seeing this, it's applying to you too. Like we've had cycles that ended, right? And we've had upgrades throughout our journey. But what we're experiencing right now, because this is bigger than just us in our personal journey, it's so much bigger. It's a collective shift that's happening. And while those of us that have agreed to show up, however we've agreed to show up and exist in our purpose, right? We're now moving into that space of ease and grace because the more ease and grace we have, the easier it is to show up and serve, however we're guided to do so. And we put in the energy to get there. So Spirit is like, you made it, right? You made it. You didn't stop. You might have paused, but you didn't stop. My sister be sending me messages. I'm gonna show y'all what she sent because it's my niece. But we didn't stop, right? We kept going, and now we're at the door of our reward, right? We're now at the door of our reward. So let me see. Y'all remember when I was sharing with you about the phone, and I told you how Spirit told me what color to get and something else Spirit had told me about it. And I am so not a white phone person, but when I went and the free case that they were going to give me, this was the best one. And so I understood then why Spirit said get white, because any other color would not have looked good with this. So just the little things, Spirit will guide us through it all, y'all. And all we are called to do is just allow. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. This is wait, let me see if I can make it bigger. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, I believe I downloaded it. Okay. Let's see here. Wait, can you guys see? Wait, so my sister sends me, that's my niece Taylor, you guys, my youngest. I have Charisma, who's 18. Oh, and look at this. And Gianna, who's 13. I guess you're not too big for the horsey. Oh, I've never done the horsey. Okay. So, anyways, that's my niece Taylor, y'all. Um, yeah, we haven't FaceTime this week, so I'm gonna see if they're up for a FaceTime. But anyways, getting those little videos just makes my day. My sister be sending them all the time. There's so many of them. She sends them, and it's I get a kick out of it. So, yeah, landed it. Release that energy. Ashe, I'm grateful and ready for it, right? Yes, yes, yes. I am, y'all. You are. We are. We're ready for it. Like we're right here, y'all. We are right here. And that too, when we can understand what's happening, it makes it even easier, right? Because in all reality, when this is all said and done, they are liable, right? They are liable for a lot of stuff, you guys. And so I can't be mad at them dropping the ball and them doing right because spirit has me and spirit is making a way for better to come in, right? But if they were on the up and up and doing what they was coming in when it's all said and done, wouldn't be coming in. So there's always that gratitude for it all, right? And even if I couldn't see the benefit of it, I just know it's benefiting me. So we are just being called to just be in that place because we literally are right there, like seriously. And we're being called to stand up. We're being called to stand up and stand out. We're being called to do what we do. I know a lot of times, when we're serving and we're utilizing social media as a way to connect with people, there's all these things that you're guided to do. And don't get me wrong, like I do look at certain things and I do incorporate certain things, but the things that I incorporate are things that are aligned with my soul. There's a lot of things that will make a channel or whatever blow up that it's not aligned. So I'm not going to do it. Right. So one of the things that we're being reminded of is that as we step into our calling and we just step into whatever it is we're being called to step into, that we just stay true to ourselves, right? That we don't do anything for more likes or more followers, right? That we do what we're guided to do. So that makes it easy for me. Like I just let spirit guide me on what to do, right? Like this is what I'm doing. Okay, that feels good. That's what we're doing. Like is this what spirit say? Okay, this is what we're doing. Right. And so that's just what we're being called to do, just to remember that our blessings don't come from man. Right. And I know you all know this, but I'm being guided to share it. Our blessings don't come from man. Sometimes man will allow themselves to be used by spirit to bless us, but our blessings come from our energy, our effort and source, right? And there's no separation. Like there's no one before the other. It's a combination together, right? That's where it comes from. So you just keep doing you, being you, doing what spirit guides you to do, treating people how you choose to be treated, showing up the way you are choosing for spirit to show up for you. And spirit is blessing you. Even when you don't see it, you're being blessed. Even when you don't see it. We're being called to release those attachments to not having enough because we always have enough. You know, um, when we think about those times when we were in a space of struggle and we were so worried about certain financial things, 'cause that's usually what people are worried about, right? We were so worried and we didn't know how. And look where we are now. Whether we're in a better place, right? Feel more secure, or whether or not we're okay. We're here. We didn't fail. We didn't fall. We're not homeless. We're fed. We're clothed, right? So oftentimes we're worried about things, and that worry is creating this hardness of the journey. But if we can just look at our whole journey and say, you know what, spirit has never failed me. And even if we're not better financially, are we better mentally? Are we better emotionally? Are we better spiritually? Right? Because that's where it starts. If we better there, then we have the power to create better finances, right? But when we look back, I don't know about you, but I've been through some tough stuff in my lifetime, right? Some tough stuff. Times where I look at it now and it feels like a totally different life that I lived. It doesn't even feel connected to this life, right? But it is. It was. And I look back and it's like, I found myself when I would be in that space of, you're not doing enough, you're not far enough. I don't exist in that space now, but when I was in that space, it's like spirit had to check me like, what do you mean? Look at what you've overcome and really look at where you are. What are you talking about? Right? So that's something for us all. Like, look at where you are. It is always okay. It is always okay. You are always taken care of. There has not been a time yet that spirit did not take care of you, So I choose to remember that spirit always comes through. Always, 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 always. Never a time where spirit has dropped the ball or abandoned me or left me stranded. If I've been in a place of feeling abandoned, it's because I abandoned my faith. I abandoned the messages I was receiving and I decided to do something else, right? But it was never spirit abandoning me, ever, ever, ever. So, yeah. Okay. I am checking it now, Stephanie. Thank you. Let's see. Um, you guys, why is it that certain things that I do all fine? I was about to go do it on my Samsung. Spirit was like, no, no. Learn to be just as fluent in your mouth. But why is it? Do you guys experience this? Things that you do all the time, right? Things that you do all the time. And then when you go to do it again, you forget how to do it. That's what's happening to me right now. Okay. Because I know you said check it, but I am attempting to get to where it shows me. Um, and for some reason, there it goes. Are you talking about um, the payment that Alata just sent in, Stephanie? Is that what you're talking about? Because that's the last payment that came in. Um, Alata, were you doing a general reading or did you have a question? Oh, tell King I love him. Tell him hi. Y'all, I be talking about my nieces and I didn't even tell you I got a nephew too. That's who I'm speaking to right now. hmm Listen, charge it to my mind, not my heart. Not my heart. I got two nephews, y'all. I'm tripping. I have Kingston and Jalen. I done told y'all about the nieces, and then I just forgot about the other nephew. Boy, I tell you, I am a horrible auntie. I'm joking. I'm not. So, is that what you were talking about, Stephanie? Okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, yeah, that was a lot. I'm like, is it something else? Thank you. So, Alata, are you doing a general today? Let me know. Let me know. I keep thinking I'm a Leo, y'all, but my ears say, "Girl, no, you're not. Why you hurting them people's ears like that?" Oh, he thought we were on the phone. That's because I done told about the nieces and then left out the nephews. Then I told about one and left out the other one. A lot of said I have a question, however, I haven't found the words to articulate the question. So in general it is. Okay, okay. Well, uh put it however it's coming. Just whatever, just type what comes, however it comes. And I'll still do the general, but that's what I'm being guided to tell you is to just type it however it comes. 828, y'all. So while a lot the types however it comes, I am going to tell you the message. 828. Let's see, Spirit, what you got for us? Excuse me. What have I eaten today? I had watermelon. I haven't had a full meal. Because when I burped just now, and that was nothing but just my stomach saying, feed me, Seymour. I'm like, it would be nice to eat a meal. I'm gonna eat some watermelon too, but I might get a salad. Okay. It says angel number 828 is a blend of the vibrations and energies of number 8 and 2, with the number 8 appearing twice, amplifying its influences. Number 8 relates to self reliance, reality, manifesting wealth and positive abundance, self confidence, discernment, and good judgment, achievement, giving and receiving, philanthropy, and serving humanity and karma, the universal spiritual law of cause and effect. Number 2 is the number of faith and trust, finding balance and harmony, caution, diplomacy and mediation, service to others, compassion and selflessness, love, encouragement, and happiness. Number 2 also resonates with serving your life purpose and soul mission. Angel number 828 brings a message to focus on what it is that you really choose to achieve. Success depends upon your attitude, your way of thinking, taking affirmative action, and taking responsibility for the outcomes in your life. Have the desire and intention, make the decision to take action, then do it. Take a leap of faith and trust that your inner guidance system will lead you in the right direction. Angel number 828 may be an indication that one door is beginning to open and another is about to close. Be sure to listen to your intuition closely, as it will guide your steps to positive and steady abundance and prosperity during these changes. Angel number 828 is also a powerful message of faith, trust, and self belief. Your positive attitude, prayers, and positive affirmations have been heard and acknowledged by the universal energies, and you are encouraged to stay focused, balanced, and at peace within. Continue forth upon your spiritual path and soul mission, as your desired results and outcomes will manifest in your life. Trust that all is going to divine plan in divine right time. And it breaks down to number 9. Y'all, I can't make it up. Spirit just be wrapping it up with a pretty little bow, right? That's such an amazing message. I'm so grateful. Um, Lata said, what should I be doing now? I am choosing to be tuned in with my children, my business, and self. Am I on the right path? Put this together. And that's one question. That is how it came. Wow, that was for me. I felt like it was too. So to answer your question, you are on the right path, right? You're on the path that serves your highest good. You are on your path, right? As you continue to flow deeper into your path, you are going to discover even more of your path, right? Even more of your journey. Right now, what's happening is you are being called to teach your children the things that you're learning today, like we were talking about earlier. And today, not as in like today, this day, September 7th, but just today, this phase of your life. You also have some projects that you're being called to do with your children. And it feels like a passion project, something that's going to bring you all closer to one another. It's time for you to allow yourself to engage deeper with your inner self as well. These are things that don't have anything to do with anybody else. It only has to do with you, right? A lot of your life is spent serving, and so there is this period of transitioning. And I'm saying it like this because it's something that I was feeling before for us, like for more than just like you and someone else, and now it's coming as like us as a collective. But this period of getting to know ourselves, right? So I'm hearing, oh, let me reintroduce myself, like, so basically that's where you are, like this period of reintroducing yourself. You've transitioned fully into a new phase. And so now it's time for you to get to know that version of you. But you are on the right path, the path that serves your highest good. The business moves that you're making are the correct moves. They are in alignment with your purpose. They are, even the aspects that feel different from what you've known your purpose to be, it's still aligned, right? Every aspect of what you're living today is aligned with where you're being guided to go and what you have agreed to and what you're being guided to be and do. As far as your children, I'm just receiving that they really look up to you. They're actually really proud of you. They may not always say it, but they see the growth, they see the courage, they see the determination, the dedication, and a lot of who they are, they credit to you. A lot of the aspects of who you are, they see it within themselves. And even when they would have classified you as being hard, they realize that it made them who they are, and they're actually really grateful. And this is your older children. Spend more time with your mother too, is what's coming in. Spend more time with your mother. You guys could just use like a girl day, like a mommy daughter day. Spend more time with your mom, just you and your mom, like really talking and engaging. And I'm even seeing like you and your mom sitting across from one another holding hands, and it feels like this transfer of energy, and it feels like this deep love and understanding, having more conversations, asking more questions that you didn't get the opportunity to ask as a child, or that you didn't think to ask earlier in your adult life. It's really important. The park, also, the park is something that's vital right now. Spending more time at the park, having more fun at the park. So your little ones love the park, swimming, activities, engaging in more activities with your children. This is coming as your younger children, like putting them in activities that maybe they didn't ask to be a part of and that you may not have normally thought to put them in. Allow spirit to guide you on what activities that is, right? As we mentioned, the park and swimming, but it sounds like more than that. Like it's not just the park and swimming, it's actually like organized things, right? Searching for free events, it's coming in to start teaching. You can have fun without. I'm hearing spending money, although we don't spend, we circulate, but I'm gonna give it how they give it. They don't involve spending. Although this, it's important for them to know this, right? And it will be more known when they can have fun for free, right? It's more known when they can experience it as opposed to you just telling them, right? Family gatherings, regular family gatherings. I'm hearing family reunion, I'm hearing family dinners. Also, spending, this is exactly how they said it, spending more time with your girls that are in your spiritual situation. That's exactly how they put it. Whether it's virtual, whether it's verbal, whether it's in person, spending more time with your girls that are in your spiritual situation. Aligned, alignment brings more alignment. So being aligned with people that are in the same alignment as you creates more alignment. They're just saying like attracts like. So the more aligned you are with those around you, the more your world will align with where you agreed to be. You don't have anything to fear. And you're actually moving away from the fear in a really beautiful and pleasant way. The doubt, even, it's more or less like that last bit of residue, right? Like it feels more like, I know, but let me get confirmation, right? As opposed to, oh, I received this, but I'm not sure. So let me see. Or, ooh, I don't even know. What are you getting? Right. It's more like, I know, but go ahead and let me get confirmation. Right. That's coming in very strong. And although you've been there before, it was a seesaw, a teeter totter back and forth between the first and second, situation. But they're just saying, like, now you're not even there. It's more or less confirmation. It's more or less, did I leave anything out? Is there anything more that you like to give that I didn't already receive? But there's not that doubt, right? That doubt. Said this is a good place to be. Bless you. How often are you allowing yourself to make time for just you? When was the last time you did something fun by yourself and with a girlfriend? Like something real fun though. Like real fun. They talking about your inner child too. They're like, and not just adult fun, but the stuff that caters to your inner child. Get more in touch with your inner child. Don't be afraid to explore new places, cities, countries, right? And it's not just coming through as travel. It's coming through as like, am I gonna move here or there, or am I gonna go everywhere, right? Hermit and nomad. What is that? I mean, because you said it and then I chuckled and I don't even know why you said it, but it just felt a little funny, I guess. It says because you know the contrast. So, and I felt the message. They just didn't give it to me in words. So, put it in words. What is it? So basically, what they're saying is you are oftentimes in hermit mode, but they like you to come outside. And what they're saying is you don't always have to travel. You can make your travel your home. So you can choose to like live in places, be there for a while, move, live in another place. And then you can stay in, but you're still traveling. Or you can choose to be stationary and then travel. But there's something in these other places that you're meant to give and get, right? So they just like you to get outside. And when you get outside, shine your light. And there's some stuff going on with the heart chakra as this part is coming in. So what's that? Give and receive is coming in. Tell me to tell you, don't be afraid of the dating scene. They say, yeah, they still going there. But dating scene on a more serious level, right? Don't be afraid on a more serious level. And they're using the word fear, although consciously it doesn't register as fear, but they're saying, but that is what it is, even if it doesn't register consciously as fear, that's what it is. And they're just saying, don't be afraid of it, just flow with it. But in that flow, being open to the seriousness of it all, because you do have a great love coming. You do have a great love coming, and you're a master at building. So just allow yourself to slowly build upon it. When it comes, you'll know when it has arrived, and just slowly build upon it, because you'll be each other's teachers, right? You'll be each other's teachers and each other's healers, right? And they said, we meant what we said. You'll be each other's healers because, we have that. Well, I don't heal anybody, or we don't heal anybody. They heal themselves. We facilitate it. But sometimes in unions, right, when souls break apart and come back together in separate bodies, you have the ability to heal one another because essentially you are healing yourself. And they said, yes, we got you. Your request is our command. You know this, master manifester, you. And they're being funny, like they're saying it like Carlton kind of. Anything else for laughter? They said, tell you, don't forget to switch it up. And they just told me to leave it at that. Like, don't ask, don't tell. They telling me, don't ask and don't you tell. We would like you to leave it like that and let us and her have a discussion about don't forget to switch it up. It applies to more than one thing. Don't forget to switch it up. Pull from the bottom of the deck after I shuffle. And they would like me to pull from the green deck for you. I bet you my son haven't packed a thing. I bet you he over there waiting for me to be like, it's time to pack. Now I'd be shocked. I'd be real shocked. But he didn't. He hasn't packed anything today. Now I'm starting to get hungry. The one from this bottom, or was it this bottom? It's at the bottom of your left hand. Okay. So it's in reverse and it says seek the truth. You don't have to seek the truth because the truth is already within you. Just allow yourself to know the truth. You already know the truth. Just allow it. You don't have to seek anything. It's there. Just tap in. And they're singing, sweetie, tap, tap, tap in. A lot they are letting you know that they would also like you to stop doubting the power of your words. Your words are very powerful. The effect that you have on people, it's real. Why you think your energy's felt when you're not there? The energy of you not being there. It's real. Stop doubting that. Stop doubting that. There's many aspects of you that you've yet to let come to the forefront. That's one of them. Your words, very powerful. Start using them in more ways than one. Okay, they said that's all. That's your message. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. Let me see what you've been saying to me. That okay. Wow, that was for me. Does a specific sport or activity come up? I just heard no, not specifically, just something they never do. And then I heard soccer. Like then that came in after they were like, no, just soccer came in when that no, just something they wouldn't normally do. Um, don't forget to switch it up. They say, yes, it's time to go within, girl. Don't forget to switch it up. And it applies to more than just one thing. Don't forget to switch it up. It's taking everything in me to not ask. They said don't ask. So every time I find, like, it's weird. It's not so much that I'm saying what is it, but every time I feel like the answer starting, I realize that's my inner being saying what is it without saying what is it. But they said don't ask and don't tell. Just you sit with that with them. When you get it, let me know. They said I could ask that. Let me know what it is when you get it. Let's see. Seek the truth. Well, I have been wondering how and if it serves my highest good to find lawyer to open the case from. I just feel like, oh, that came through for you a while ago. Remember? That's all automatically a yes. That hasn't changed. That has not changed. That was a yes for you when I first met you, and it's still a yes. It is still a yes. Yes, 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 yes. Now I'm hearing the song. God is trying to tell you something. Listen. Okay. Before I get too silly, y'all, I'm about to go and eat some watermelon. And I'm thinking of salad too. You said no, I never asked about this. The other thing is what you're talking about. I'm talking about the lawyer. The other thing is what I'm talking about. Hmm, I'm confused. I can hear the I don't think they're crickets, but I can hear the nature sounds. That's one of the things I love about living here. Is all the nature sounds, like the ooh, and firefly season is coming. I like to go uh look for them and then turn the lights off and just watch them fly around. I'm so weird, y'all. That's like I'm like, ooh, I'm all excited, but yeah, that's the highlight of as the season changes. Okay. But yes, when you asked that question, it was a yes. So yeah, I did associate it to the other thing. But yeah, no, it was a yes. A yes. Yes. And right? You know. That's why you feel that way because you know that's your soul guiding you. But yeah, it's a definite yes. Yes. Also look up the number 13 and the number 4 because there's a message there for you regarding this. Yes, ma'am. Well, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for still being here. I don't think Cheryl joined us today. So if Cheryl watches the replay, y'all listen, Cheryl some love too. Um, yeah. And did you guys see the guided meditation that I oh look, my lip gloss done uh sat up in one spot. Um, did you guys see 13 is one of your favorite numbers? Yeah, look them up. And you're so welcome. Thank you. My lip gloss. Um, oh, the guided meditation. Yeah, so with the guided meditation, you guys listen to it every day for 21 consecutive days. Now it's so funny because when I was creating and I was sharing that, because you guys know 21 days, consecutive days, that's the amount of time it takes for your unconscious mind to rewire itself. It's the amount of time it takes to stop a habit, start a habit. So, anyways, Spirit was saying that is enough time to start changing things in your internal world. But if you double that, that starts to change things in your external world, like the world outside of inside, right? So, whatever you feel. I did make it short enough so it is something that you can make a part of your morning self-love routine, also, you can listen to it as you go to sleep, but you can also play it while you're cleaning, play it while you're cooking in the background, because it's all meant to penetrate your unconscious mind. So you don't have to be like consciously aware and focused on it. In fact, it has a stronger effect when you're not like focused on every word and you're kind of just allowing it to play in the background so that it penetrates your unconscious mind. And if it resonates with you, share it, share it with your social platforms. So yes, yes, yes. So the goal is to do one a month, and then you'll have all month to listen to it before I do another one. And if you decide to do the 2 months, then you very much so can. And then just you'll have a library of guided meditations that you can listen to. And they're all just spirit led. I just channel whatever spirit is giving me to give, and that's how it's created. So yes, yes, yes. And I'm grateful for Deasia. I just saw another notification because she adds the music, she adds the visual, she does the voice thing, like all of what you see when you have the guided meditations, it's her. So yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Deasia. So I send you guys so much love and gratitude. Every time we come to this part, I always say I'm about to go and I sit here for 50 million years, but I'm really going to go ahead and log off. So I love you and have a great rest of your day. Reach out if you're interested in either of the retreats or if you're interested in coaching. And yeah, even a reading or working with Jillian, just reach out. The link is in the description. So hit us up. Have a good night. Anitra said, I have a nice custom library of guided meditations. You have some that were specifically created for you. So those are always really good to have, right? The ones that are created for you. And then there's also the ones that were created for the collective. So yeah. Cheryl's on? Because I was like, Cheryl hasn't been on. Is she on? Did she leave a comment? You're so welcome. I appreciate you too. So y'all have a really good night. Love you. Talk to you soon. Oh, next time, Empower Hour gonna be in the Blue Ridge Mountains, y'all.